there in Nashville. That's kind of one of those deals where, of course, a lot of all-star teams, and Satchel Paige sort of was that guy that would say, hey, I'll play for you. And of course, he was a big draw. Actually, it says 1,100 were the crowd that day. And ageless Satchel Paige in 1962, but he was pretty solid until his old mates took over once he left the ball game, and a 5-3 win over the Goose Tatum's Harlem Stars at Sulphur Dell. That is in Nashville, Tennessee. Happening the 22nd of June, 1962, and that's today's Coors Light Monarchs flashback moment, brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Coming up next, the top step with manager Joe Campietra right here. Brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network. Monarchs baseball continues. The pregame show rolls along. Time for today's top step, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Dan Vaughn and Joe Campietra down here at the clubhouse. And exciting night last night. Comeback win. Those are thrillers. But just your overall thoughts on last night.
No, it was good. We stayed in the game, and that was the big deal. I thought Martinson's inning was really important because he got in the jam and then, made the pitch, made the big play defensively for only one run. And then that kept us in the game, and kind of an unsung inning, but really, again, kept us in the game to give us an opportunity in the eighth.
And also the crazy number of this club. And you guys are 32 or 23 and 11, 12 games above 500. That was the first comeback win in this season. That, to me, still blew my mind. You got a lot of wire-to-wire wins. Just a crazy stat there.
Yeah. Well, all the stats, Dan. That's who knows in this season,
Is it good to get those comeback wins? Well, that's kind of a nice gelling moment for the team.
Sure.
And as far as late in the ball game like that, the contributions from guys, I mean, you had that situation with the infield single, the triple. I mean, everybody really grinding it out there late. And I love the emotion down there. It looked like it was a lot of fun down there.
Yeah, the walk was big, the grinding walk. It didn't seem like anything at the time. Matt Adams had a big walk. And then, Thompson had the big home run to get us closer. There's so many moments in the course of the game when you look back on it that, gave us the opportunity.
Bullpen also, you mentioned Martinson, but Jamison McGrain right there, the back end, get to see him out there in that closer role. And what makes Jamison such a valuable part of that back end?
Well, I mean, he cherishes the moment. That's the big thing, when he gets in that moment. Sometimes, when he gets into that non-save situation, sometimes he doesn't look himself, to say the least. But when he gets into that closing situation, when the juices are flowing, then you see the true him.
Quick timeout. This for your Midwest Ford dealers on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
From vintage sneakers to bacon-scented soap to water fountains for your pet, all can be had with a few simple clicks. Problem is, you never really know what you're going to get until they show up at your door. Introducing Ford Blue Advantage. It's used car buying that's built for you. Not only can you shop for used vehicles online, in person, or both, you can also test drive before you buy, so you know exactly what you're getting. Plus, get history reports, vehicle inspections, Ford warranties, and the expertise of factory-trained techs. Visit FordBlueAdvantage.com today.
Round number 2 on the top step, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers, Dan Vaughn and Joe Campietra here at the ballpark. Game number 2 of this 3-game series against Sioux City, and got one last night, trying to go for the series win and keep rolling right here. Guy that's going tonight, Matt Hartman, was outstanding last week. Love what I saw from him last week. We didn't really talk. We talked a little bit about it, but for the video side, give us a scouting report for what fans can expect to see.
Well, I mean, he attacks, he has that mental outlook, attack, which we really like. He's had it all year, he came in here with the understanding that he was going to compete for a starting position, didn't get it out of spring training, didn't sulk, pout, took the long roll, and then now he's taken the starting position and, and he's running with it so far.
Time to the Swope Health Report, brought to you by Swope Health, the exclusive healthcare partner of your Monarchs. And how's the club down there health-wise at the moment?
Yeah, pretty good.
That's all good. How are you? Are you okay?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
I didn't see you at the gym this morning. You saw me though.
Yeah, I saw you running around,
well,
chasing your wife.
Yeah,
That's
my
what
wife,
you were doing.
she's fast to me. I mean, it's crazy what she does. Final thing though, kind of a quick turnaround. Early tomorrow morning, late, hopefully not too late tonight. How do you manage this thing? Trying to get the early wake up call tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hope you'll get some sleep though.
Yeah.
Appreciate your time as always, sir.
Thank you.
It's Joe Capietro. That's the Top Step, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Now this from Ford.
It's the final days of Ford Truck Month. Your last chance to save big on the only trucks built Ford tough. Work or play, get after it in a new Ford F-150 or Super Duty truck. Get a Ford Maverick or get after any adventure in a Ford Ranger pickup. Take advantage of our best offers on the full Ford lineup of trucks. But get moving. Offers are ending soon. Get to the final days of Ford Truck Month. Maverick has limited availability. See dealer for inventory stock.
Fans, I'm Jackson Webb, and today on your Monarchs Dugout Report, I've got right-handed pitcher John Harris. John threw last night against the Sioux City Explorers. Terrific victory. I know things were looking a little bit crazy when you're exiting the game, team's down, get a good comeback victory. John, overall thoughts on your start last night?
Some areas I could have done better on. I mean, it was hot. We've been battling that Midwest heat for the past week or so, and playing on the East Coast for about 5 years, I had to get back. Hard to get acclimated back into that Midwest heat. I mean, born and raised in St. Louis is tough, but regardless, you still have to go out there, still have to make pitches, still have to execute. And I was able to execute when I needed to, but more or less I had a few mistakes that cost me. But, it happens in the game of baseball.
You guys, of course, ultimately come out with the win. How fun was that? After you exit, you get to cool down and relax and watch your guys go and compete. Amazing comeback, come from behind win last night. Talk about how the eighth inning was, the comeback inning, and then just close it out in the ninth.
The thing about this team is we're never out of a game. If our pitching staff can, keep us in a ball game whether the score's, 2-0, 3-0, we're up by 1, down by 4. If we're able as a pitching staff to keep this team in a ball game, as you saw last night, we string a couple big hits together. David Thompson hits that big 2-run home run. And then we got guys in the back end of our bullpen, Jameson finished it off. And then you got Martinson, who seems to every time I pitch come in and clean up my mess, the irony in that. And then also we had Rubio, who came in and had a shutdown inning. So having guys like that in the back end of your bullpen that are going to put up zeros and still keep our team in the ball game, that's all we can ask. That's all the hitters can ask for from a pitching perspective, and all we have to do from pitching side is give them time to get through the lineup, to kind of get an idea of how their pitcher is throwing us, and then just come up with a game plan from there.
And especially that win last night. A lot of good opponents in this league, but Sioux City, a team that's kind of had our number this year. How good was it to get back at them, especially after last week going on the road and getting swept?
It's always good to get that bad taste out of your mouth. Like you said, after we got swept in 3 games at Sioux City last week. This game's all about timely things happening. A timely base hit, a timely home run, timely strikeout, and we hit that timing. Even though it was later in the game, I think it all started when Jan hit his solo homer and kind of got the ball rolling for our offense to kind of kick in there later in the game.
Timing is everything, and last night it was a good dose of timing. Better late than never as well, too. Right-handed pitcher John Harris, Jackson Webb on today's Monarchs Dugout Report. We'll have a little bit more for you right after this.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The iconic Ford Bronco and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Your pregame show continues. I'm Jackson Webb. Joining me today is right-handed pitcher John Harris. Of course, John had a great game last night. good victory over Sioux City Explorers, a comeback victory if you folks missed it. But now in our second segment, I'm going to cut right to the chase. And I know the season has been short so far, only a little over a quarter of the way through, but it goes fast. There's been a lot of fun points, last night being a fun highlight. But for you so far this season, what would you pick out as your favorite part so far?
I would just say the atmosphere. Like, we got swept last week at Sioux City, but, nobody was down. Nobody was, moping around, making excuses. It's part of the game. You're going to get swept and you're going to sweep some teams. But just the overall vibes in the clubhouse, everybody's always happy. Everybody's cheerful. There's no bad blood. There's no turmoil. There's no negative vibes. It's just the overall camaraderie of how this group is coming together is unbelievable.
Would you say, as a new guy on this year's team, not being with us last year and coming in as a new guy, would you say kind of that brotherhood and camaraderie that you guys have is your favorite part of the team, or there's something else?
Absolutely. Like our first day here, when we got here, everybody, started cracking jokes. We started laughing. We started having a good time. There wasn't that like awkward stage of trying to get to know everybody. Everybody just kind of made themselves at home, and it was easy to start getting along with everybody.
Terrific game, like we said, get the win. Now, day after, it's your time to rest and recuperate and get ready for your next start. What is a typical day in the life of John Harris after his outing?
It's just an easy day. Game a light catch, go do some heavy cardio, get the blood flowing, get the heart pumping, and then, just kind of take it easy, let the body recover, because, that's a big part of, being a starting pitcher is the recovery. You throw 100 pitches in a game, you need to allot yourself, time to recover, and, that's kind of what I've always done from high school, college, through pro ball, is just kind of give myself that a lot of time to recover.
That's good. And you're also on this team, you've been in the role of a starting pitcher, but also people have been kind of coining you as the pitching chart master on days that you're not throwing. So talk to us about how it is when you're charting pitches.
It basically just charting. It's just
the art of charting.
The art of charting. It's basically when I go in the stands to do it, you're not just looking at, how hard's a guy throwing, how good is breaking stuff. You're also looking at the hitters. You're analyzing, what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are. And, when you go up there, you're up in the stands to snap, but you're still a student of the game. I still sit there and I watch, even our hitters. I'll watch what our hitters' tendencies are, what their pitchers' tendencies are, what their hitters' tendencies are, what our pitchers' tendencies are. So it's not just, I'm going to go up there, scribble some stuff down a piece of paper, turn in. You're actually basically coming up with a study guide game plan of how you're going to attack this team. Whether it's me pitching the next day or if it's Akeem or Hartman or whoever, you give that information to your staff, and they can kind of coordinate a game plan that way.
John Harris, a helpful teammate and a great scout, great charter, great pitcher. He does it all. This has been Jackson Webb and John Harris on today's Monarchs Dugout Report. More pregame show with Dan Vaughn right after this.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Rain Reborn is on the air. In partnership with the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, we tip our caps in reverence and honor of the past and anticipation of igniting the future. That future is now as the 2021 American Association champions, the Kansas City Monarchs, take the field right here on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
And the Monarchs have won it. Rain Reborn reigns again.
Kansas City Monarchs Baseball is brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers, the exclusive vehicle of the Kansas City Monarchs. And by Swope Health. This is what healthy feels like. Championship Monarchs Baseball is also brought to you by Price Chopper, the exclusive grocery partner of the Monarchs. And by Coors Light, made to chill.
That ball's off the wall. Here comes one run. Here comes another. Coming for a third. It's a bases clearing double. It's 3-0 Kansas City.
Rain Reborn is also brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. And by Village West Liquors, where great games begin. The Legends of Legends Field are also brought to you by Western Governors University, the online university of you.
Swinging a miss, strike three, got him, and the inning is over. Oh, man.
Monarchs Baseball also comes your way with the support of Southern Star, reminding you to call 811 before you dig. And by the KC Property Guys, the creative real estate solutions for homeowners. And the Roastery, the official coffee of the Monarchs.
Get out towards center field. That's pretty well hit. On the run is Harris at the wall. That ball is gone. See you later. A grand slam home run. He will touch the ball.
Now let's head out to the ballpark with the voice of your Kansas City Monarchs, Dan Vaughn.
From Legends Field in Kansas City, Kansas, hello everybody, and welcome to Monarchs Baseball, game number 2 of this 3-game series. Your Kansas City Monarchs and the Sioux City Explorers. 79 degrees in the metro, 4-mile-an-hour winds of the north. Not a big gust like last night, about 10 o'clock or so, and it was basically blowing rain across the dial last night. But the Monarchs and the Explorers, a little milder day today. Overcast skies at the moment. There is some blue off toward the distance, back toward the state line and the Missouri River and back toward the city a bit. But again, little cloudy spots here and there, and some blue does poke out. The lights are on here at Legends Field. Lineup card brought to you by Price Chopper, the exclusive grocery partner of your Kansas City Monarchs. For the visiting Sioux City Explorers, traveling grays, the black tops here. Chase Harris leads off. He homered last night to start the ball game. He'll lead off. Danny Amaral will bat second. Harris is in center, by the way. Amaral will bat second. He is in left field. Batting third, Nate Sampson. Sampson at second base. Gabe Snyder, that cleanup spot for Sioux City. Snyder over at first base for the Explorers. Trey Martin's at right. He homered last night as well. He'll bat fifth. Sebastian Zawada is a DH. Have not seen him in the series. Didn't see him last week either. Is Blake Tiberri will be at third. He'll bat seventh. Zach Cohn will bat eighth. He'll be the shortstop. John Athen will catch. He had a triple last night. He'll bat ninth for Sioux City. Explorers at 14 up and 19 down. We're set for baseball. Sit back, relax on a Wednesday night in Kansas City as Hartman deals. First one right down I-70 for a called strike. 1-1. Nate will tell us it's 7:03 and 78 degrees officially on that game time and temp, brought to you by Coors Light. The 0-1 to Harris. Roddy matchup. There it is again at the knees. A called strike. 0-2. Harris, Amaral, Sampson, Snyder, Martin, Zawada, Tiberri, Cohn, and Athen. Balls and strikes. Jeff Head for the association. Jordan Sandberg at first. Ted Dutcher over at third base. Balls, 2 strikes. Hartman deals, swinging a wave and getting Harris on a breaking ball. 1 away here. It's a big out. Get Harris off the base paths. Again, traveling grays, they're wearing the Explorers black tops. Numbers are in black with red. They're tough to see here. Explorers across the front is they've got the red cap with the black bill. Couple of red stripes in the sleeve, and the collar has the 2 red stripes, and the 1 black is Danny Amaral will stamp in. Amaral at 322 from the right side. Monarchs defense in a moment. First one is a little high and inside 1-0. Out in left field, Darnell Sweeney. In center, Joel Booker. Gabby Guerrero is in right field. Over at third, David Thompson. Pete Cosby at short. Kevin Santa is at second. Casey Gillespie at first. And the catcher is Alexis Olmeda. And Hartman deals the 1-0. There it is at the knees. A called strike. 1-1. Hartman resides in Phoenix, Arizona now. 6'3", 220. Right-hander Matt Hartman, who was outstanding last week against Sioux City over at their place. Here's the 1-1. Change of pace, just missing away here. It's 2 balls a strike. It's a really good matchup, too, with Hartman last week. And unfortunately, we didn't put the day-by-day in his bio today. That's all me. That's all on me here. I meant to, and I did. Bounce foul right side, 2-2. but I will give that to you here in just a second. When my own script doesn't go as planned. Oh, well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just rolling here. 2-2. Line to right. That's a base hit, and Amaril's aboard here. Jackson will be by in a moment. He'll check in with us here in a few minutes. Runner first base. Hartman, 26 and a third innings this year. 30 strikeouts, 1.70. 0-2, the record. You throw that out the window. It was a hard luck loss last week on the 16th. 6 innings, 2 earned, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. And a loss at Gary, 4 innings in relief, 2 runs, both earned 4 hits and a walk. Here's one hit out toward right, down the line, over, but that's foul, though. That'll bounce toward the tarp down there. Previous outings were on relief, so he tosses that ball to the kids up in the home run hill. Pitch at the knees. A called strike. 0-2 to Nate Sampson. Sampson, 270, playing second. And it's funny, I was talking to Connor Ryan about this, and Connor was saying that scouts have told Sampson over the years, in the big leagues, he's a second baseman. That's what they think. And 0-2. Ground ball to third, could be 2. 5-4 on to first, and not in time. Sampson legs it out there, and they get the front half 5-4. Fielder's choice for Sampson. Steve Montgomery, their skipper at third base. Rest of his staff is Bobby Post, his pitching coach, hitting coach Derek Wolf at first, and trainer Bruce Fishbach. For the Explorers from Sioux City, Iowa, down that third base dugout. They go from here tomorrow to Cleveland. They go down to Texas. It's a 2-city trip for them. Gabe Snyder from the left side, first baseman. Get out towards center. Drifting back is Booker, still going at the track. He will make the play right at the wall there. And a nice job as Matt Hartman puts his hands up, says, go get him. Good job. And a deep fly for Schneider, and there's out number 3. No runs, the 1 hit, no errors. Man left, top half of the books. Our first look at the Kansas City Monarchs card. It comes up next. Stay tuned. Monarchs baseball continues. The Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
As Swope Health joins its exclusive healthcare services partnership with the Monarchs this year, along with the support of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, we are so excited to share in the joy of the season, just like we find joy in service to our patients throughout the Kansas City region. For all of us at Swope Health, it's not just a job, it's a calling to care for you. We invite the entire Monarchs fan community to visit swopehealth.org to learn more about the health services we are proud to provide for every member of your family. This is what healthy feels like.
Our friends at Boulevard Brewing Company invite you to put real flavor in your starting rotation with Quirk Hard Seltzer. Made with real fruit juice and clean, quality ingredients, Quirk is award-winning hard seltzer for a championship team. Lead off with Tropical Breeze mixed pack flavors, Mango Punch, and Pineapple Chili. Or enjoy the fan favorite, Strawberry Lemon and Basil. Named the best hard seltzer of 2021 by Liquor.com and the Beverage Testing Institute. Quirk Hard Seltzer, real fruit, real fun, real good. Please enjoy responsibly.
Feed your hunger for savings with the Price Chopper app. Download the app and watch your rewards points grow and grow. Then use it to redeem points for free items at Price Chopper or discounts on gas at Quick Trip. You can also use the app to browse the weekly ad, find digital coupons, fill prescriptions, and more. Get the Price Chopper app today and start saving even more. For the best rewards program in town, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
This is Joel Booker of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is your home for Rain Reborn, the Monarch Broadcast Network.
Monarchs lineup card brought to you by Price Choppers. Joel Booker will stride the plate to lead things off against Patrick Leday. Booker in center field. Darnell Sweeney bats second. Sweeney in left field. Gabby Guerrero batting third will be in right field. is the left-handed batting lineup, at least against the lefty Leday here. Matt Adams will be your DH. He'll bat that cleanup spot. David Thompson, home run last night, batting in the 5th spot over at third base. Casey Gillespie over at first, batting 6th. Batting 7th will be Pete Cosma. Cosma batting 7th. Alexis Almeida will catch. He'll bat 8th as the pitch to Booker down and inside for a ball. 1-0. Joel at 267. Kevin Santa bats 9th. He'll be at second base. Joel Booker, Darnell Sweeney, Gabby Guerrero, Matt Adams, David Thompson, Casey Gillespie, Pete Cosma, Alexis Almeida, and Kevin Santa as Booker fouls it back. And now it's time to have our other member of the broadcast crew, Jackson Webb, with us here. And Jackson, what do you got for us, mate?
Dan, for once this week, I'm not sweating to death.
Yes.
It is a very nice, partly cloudy, 84 degrees at Legends Field tonight, and it feels great.
It does feel good as a pitch high for the ball, too. And yeah, we after the boiler room and then, of course, the rains last night. And it's just a boiler. It's the 2-1 to Booker here. Yeah, it's unseasonably cool now all of a sudden. You probably got sleeves on. Are you wearing your ski cap and toboggan and all that?
Got my goggles on, but I definitely have to give a quick shout out and just a round of applause for the grounds crew and their work that they did turn this place around to get it ready for the game today.
Bouncer to third, tough play. Over to first in time. Nice job behind the back, Blake to Barry. That was hit pretty sharply for Booker. And anytime Booker is going down that line, you just never know. And 5-3 in the books. There's Darnell Sweeney. Yeah, Booker can fly, but nice play there.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Joel Booker could be easily one of the fastest guys in the league, and just barely getting him by a step right there. But I know Joel might. He's sneaky. He's gonna be able to get on later in this game, and also be able to be a threat on the base pass, stealing bags as well.
Darnell Sweeney takes it low for the ball. It's 1-0. Darnell stepping in at 3:15. But yeah, it's a little odd. Last night, and you're right, because we were here in the post game swinging a wave, and it was sheets of rain. And I was telling Jay Hendricks this today, they think that anywhere, well, he was telling me, and I'll tell you what, you saw the observation because you were here, but here's the 0-2 part. I think I missed the first one there. There it's high and away, but there was about anywhere between 1.5 inches and 2 inches of rain that was soaking the field last night, depending on where you're at. And they did a great job getting that thing ready. They really did. You're spot on. There's the 1-2. Low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. But that's that was coming in sheets last night, mate.
Yeah, it really was. I was worried about our own safety up in your booth. Your papers were flying everywhere, and the wind was just howling over the top rafters of the stadium. The rain was coming down like crazy. We all kind of got free showers on the way to our cars last night after clocking out.
Yeah, great play by a fan down there, too. The ricochet. That thing ricocheted off the upper facade here, and he makes the play on the fly and high-fives his family, and still hasn't get the kiddo yet. Here's the 2-2 from Leday. Fouled away right side. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, it really took a pounding. And, it was amazing, too, last night that we were literally in the post-game show. You were actually still coming back to the clubhouse. And, so that's about a 10-minute window, 12-minute window, something like that, maybe 15, 2-2, high 3-2. And then all of a sudden, the skies open up. We had very little room for error last night, but somehow got it in.
Yeah, I feel like that was definitely time number 3 or time number 4 where the Clouds wait for the final out. They give 10 minutes for the fans to clear out, and then it just unleashes. And I feel like that was the 3rd time that's happened this year, at least.
Darnell swinging a wave there. There's out number 2. Well, we will see you unless you got something else for us in the middle of the second.
I was just going to say I'm very curious to see how this pitching matchup pans out tonight, as Leday was phenomenal against us last week on the road, and Matt Hartman still without a win on the mound. 10 games, 2 starts, 0-2 on the mound, but a 1.7 ERA. I'm excited to see who gets the win tonight. It's a good pitching matchup.
It is a good pitching matchup as it's fouled back by Gabby Guerrero here. And, I think, too, the question is a little bit last night, it was kind of a push because, both guys got no decision. Harris last night and Beardsley, both very similar outings from last time, maybe, a little bit, I guess each one gave it one more earned run. as Gabby takes it low and inside here at 336. But I'm interested to see what the Monarchs do against Lede, who was very good against them. And again, Hartman was really good against them. So each team's adjustments will be fun to watch in this one.
Yes, for sure. Hartman going 6 last week and Lede going 7. A lot of strikeouts between the two. Hartman had 5 in that game last week and Lede with 9. So a lot of guys swinging and missing with these two great pitchers on the mound.
2 balls a strike to Gabby Guerrero. Bouncer towards short, playing back a step will be Cone on to first base in time, a little high, but right there, keep his foot on is Gabe Snyder, 6-3 in the books and a 1-2-3 inning. Jackson will see you in the middle of the second.
Sounds good.
Jackson Webb right there. Monarchs go in order, 1-2-3-0 doing. We're through 1 at Legends Field. Kansas City Monarchs baseball continues right here on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Pete Cosma of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The iconic Ford Bronco and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
For 129 years, Sheet Metal Workers Local Union Number 2 has been shaping the Kansas City skyline and communities, with Local 2 members working on area hospitals, providing safe, comfortable conditions for doctors to treat their patients. We turn our attention to help in the fight against childhood cancer by supporting Noah's Bandage Project. Sheet Metal Workers Local Union Number 2, working on, in, and for the community.
Fans, are you thirsty? Village West Discount Liquors has the best selection at the best prices. Located just blocks from Legends Field, we welcome you before or after the game. With over 8,000 square feet of fabulous wines, spirits, premium cigars, domestic and imported beers, Village West Discount Liquors has everything you need to enjoy the game. We do special orders too. Great games begin at Village West Discount Liquors. We are your pre- and post-game headquarters, located at 110th and Parallel and KCK.
Hey Monarchs fans, this is John Harris of the Kansas City Monarchs. Follow us all season long right here on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
It started way back. Matt Hartman's first pitch to Trey Martin is in there for a called strike, a breaking ball at 78. And it's 0-1. Glad you're along tonight on AA Baseball TV. It's the American Association site and on MixLR. And glad you're enjoying Monarchs baseball with the entire crew in the hallway and the production team down low for a ball. 1-1. Jackson, of course, the Caitlin and Adam and Gabriel and Caleb and Dave and Kevin, the entire bunch down the hallway in production. There's the 1-1. Scored a second inning. There it is at the knees. A called strike, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. You know, Joe Calpietra talking a little bit today in the top step about Hartman, and he mentioned this again last week when Matt got the start over in Sioux City, that, you know, he came here basically thinking he had a chance to be in the rotation. That was sort of the thinking. You know, here's the 1-2. Laid off, or did he go around? Yep, he did. Could not hold up. Did Martin as they appeal to first base, and Jordan Sandberg rings him up. There's out number 1. They throw to first base just in case, and one away here. But, you know, and he could have hung his head, and that's the thing. You know, your first time through indie ball is always interesting, too, because some guys, and I think we talked about this a little bit, Joe's mentioned this about, like, you know, some of the guys that were here last year and, you know, maybe took a little time to adjust, you know, kind of coming from affiliated ball. Some guys, it takes some adjusting. Up and in for a ball to Sebastian Zawada. Not seen him this year. And 276, 3 homers, 11 driven in. Off to a good start. Till some fisticuffs over Gary a couple weeks ago. And here's the 1-0. Foul back over our head. Look out, Connor. It's 1-1. But, you know, guys coming from affiliated ranks, sometimes, you know, they adjust faster than others. You know, sometimes it takes a while to kind of get the routine down. It's a different routine, different league, different way of doing things sometimes. There's a 1-1. High for the ball, 2-1. Perhaps moving up and you're in one place one day and you think you're going to be there all summer, and suddenly, boom, you're somewhere else. I mean, you throw all those things in the mix, and it's always going to be a challenge when you come to a new spot. Here's a 2-1. Bouncer foul off the shoe tops, and it's 2-2 now. And then you throw in the fact that, you're thinking, maybe I'm going to be a starter. That's kind of what I think I'll probably be. And then you wind up getting the long spot in the bullpen, and he didn't hang his head. He was just went out and did his job. And when he was called on, he delivered. And then, of course, when he was called on to start, he delivered. And that's the kind of player that Joe Capietras seems to attract here. It's that kind of pedigree, that resume, if you want to call it. And scoreless here in the second, 2-2. Ground ball to short. A couple of soft tops to Cosma, who scoops on to first in time to retire Zawada 6-3. 2 down in this top of the second inning. As your law of the night to get, as I mentioned, a lot of folks checking in, and need you. We love those. We love those unique listeners. Okay. 5 minutes or 5 hours, and hopefully it's not 5 hours, but you know what I'm saying. Like Tiberi from the left side, third baseman will step in. Fouled it back, 0-1. Tiberi 227, 10 driven in. Taps the plate for that left side. Slight shade around the right side here as they go 1. Hideaway, 1-1. Found some really good stuff today, and I did a recording, too, for tomorrow already today, and really good stuff that John Updike sent me I used today, too. Here's one hit out to one right. Over is Guerrero. Gabby's still going. Will make the play. There he is on a soft flare. About 10 strides from that right field line. Here's out number 3, a 1-2-3. 3 up and 3 down inning. Top of the second of the books. Jackson's coming up in a moment. Monarchs and the Explorers. We are scoreless on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Pete Cosma of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. Monarchs will return right after this.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time and speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Summer in the Kansas City region means plenty of blue skies, sunshine, and outdoor fun. But that sunshine can also increase pollution created by vehicle exhaust. Stay informed by checking the daily Skycast at airqkc.org. And remember, there are things you can do to help, like walking, biking, sharing a ride. Together, we can raise Kansas City's Air Q.
Looking to book a group outing this summer? Look no further than Legends Field, home of your championship Kansas City Monarchs. We have a ton of group options available that include food and beverage packages, or if you just want to book a group outing for your friends, we can certainly arrange that too. All you have to do is call 913-328-5618, and we'll be sure to get you set up for a legendary time. We can't wait to see you at the ballpark. Go Monarchs!
This is Jacob Lingren of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is your home for Reign Reborn, the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Bottom 2, first one to Matt Adams has popped out towards shadow left. The ship was on the right side, but Adams will pop it out towards shadow left field. Going out was Blake Tiberi, a third baseman, on the first swing there, and there's one away. But it was a shift was on to the right side against the lefty, and he doesn't foul it, but pops it out to shallow left as Jackson stops back by. Jackson Webb, what do you got for us, mate? You saw that one, didn't you?
I did, but I'm on my way to the team store because it's a winning Wednesday, and that means this: 10% off all merchandise as well as food and beverage around the stadium. Dan, I'm a winner. You're a winner. All these fans are winners. The Monarchs are winners. Everybody's a winner on Wednesdays.
Popped out toward the right side of the infield. Over is Sampson, a couple of steps out the grass. Second baseman makes the play quickly 2 away. Yeah, everybody gets something today. And I was talking to Jim Cundiff before the ball game, and they got those new those new drinks with the coffee in them and all that. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff down there in the bar. They got the merch. Everything's rolling tonight. So stay away from the bar, sir.
Yeah, I'll stay away from the bar. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on a couple of these jerseys down here. They got a great selection of jerseys as well as the pinwheel hats. I haven't got my hands on one of those yet. I definitely want to rock one of those.
How do you not have a pinwheel hat of all the hats? That's the one I figured you'd be sporting all the time.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on one tonight.
Pitch low to Casey Gillespie. Want to know? Well, I would loan you the money, but I bought hot dogs last night, so I'm out of bucks.
Yeah, $2 Tuesdays will do it to you.
Here's the 1-0 at the knees. It's called strike, and it's 1-1. What is your favorite jersey of the Monarchs? I don't know if I know this one. I know you've got several, but what's your personal fave that the Monarchs sport?
Man, that's really tough. I really like the whites with the Heart KC on the sleeve, but I was a big pinstripe fan, and I hope the guys can wear those again this year. The cream pinstripe.
Gotcha. Swinging away for Gillespie. Casey, 319, 5 overs, and 29 here, and he cleans the shoes here from that right side, where the number 16 and facing Patrick Leday. And, yeah, those were sharp. I mean, it's hard to pick one, though. I'm with you on that. It's a little tough. I was a traveling gray guy with the blues, but here's the 1-2. Foul back. But I like that Kansas City, the in script. Now the new traveling grays have the Monarchs in that gold.
Yes, I do like the gold. That gold's a nice touch with the Monarchs crown logo on it as well on the sleeve. That looks really good too.
Yeah, and I love it because Gabby wears a yellow sleeve with it. It looks really cool. There it is, just away though. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, Gabby has that yellow sleeve. It looks really sharp with that gold. It kind of accents it, but yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, the Monarchs, plenty of stuff down the team store, though. Plenty of merch. Tonight's the night to get it with that discount, right?
Yes, sir. That's correct. Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. Inside corner called strike 3, and Gillespie rung up there. Jeff Head will punch him out right there. Jackson, enjoy your shopping.
I will do.
That's Jackson Webb downstairs on everybody a winner night tonight. Do a little shopping downstairs. Monarchs baseball continues. We are scoreless through 2 on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is JC Escarra of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The iconic Ford Bronco and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Price Chopper is here to help you save no matter how you like to shop. Want customized offers delivered to your inbox? You got it. On the go, download the Price Chopper app and redeem rewards points right on your phone. Plus, you can find more great values in the weekly circular or online at mypricechopper.com. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags, so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Hi, this is Darnell Sweeney of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of the action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Top three, we are scoreless here at Legends Field in Kansas City. As the Monarchs and the Sioux City Explorers, Zach Cohn, then John Athen, then about the top of the card, 8-9-1 as Matt Hartman continues to work here as it'll be his third inning. 79-degree first pitch night. First one grounded right side, little chopper on through that skips through that 3-4 hole and lead-off man aboard here for Sioux City. One had a couple of funny skips on it too, kind of bouncing to that right side, and they've got their third, or make that second hit, pardon me. Hartman went to Cavalry Christian School of Vista, California for high school, and Tom University of Arizona, and also at Westmont College in Santa Barbara, where he went his final year, first 2 years at Arizona, 15 and 16, throw back to first base. Playing the NAIA level his final year. He was 3-1 at Westmont with a 1.63. Combined college seasons, he was 4-1 with a 2.41 and 55 college innings. At Westmont, he made 6 starts. Bullpen piece for Arizona those first 2 years. Middle place for 2 here. Roddy matchup to John Athen. Catcher. Pitch. There it is on the inside corner. Drops in there. It's 0-1. From there, he went to the Braves organization where spent 19 with their team in Florida and in Rome, Georgia. 2 stops in their system, the 0-1. Swinging away, 0-2. Last year, 2021, he's Mississippi, and he was there for 3 ball games, but that's a team that won the Southern League, which was actually, I think, AA South at the time, but now back to the Southern League. They were champions last year as the 0-2. Swinging away, got him. See you later. Third strikeout for Hartman here. Began the year in Rome and spent 8 games in Rome, 3 games in AA, and I just look at his track record. It's one of those situations where I don't think a guy like this has really had a chance to really get the traction. I mean, really limited sample size last year. Harris will take it low, bouncing in. I thought about breaking to second was Combe, but Almeida's right on top of it here, and Alexis looking back to first base. Now, the 19th season, he worked in 89 innings, but then last year, only 14 2/3. And then, of course, you have 19 and then the 20 COVID season. So, talking about a guy not getting a chance to really get his traction. Ball no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Swinging away, but it's 1-1 to Harris. Steps out, cleans his shoes a pair of times. Harrison went yard last night, his third. 321. Bit of a breakout second half last year and really has become the center fielder in this league. Defensively and at the plate is the 1-1. Former New Mexico Lobo. Curve, it's tapped foul behind the plate, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, the 18th season, he did get a chance to play in the Appalachian League, did Hartman, and he did pitch in 15 2/3 innings. He made 5 starts there. So, ball, 2 strikes, middle place for 2, scored his top of the 3rd inning. Snap throw back to first, back in there. In his minor league career, 17 starts, 35 ball games. So, 1-2. Swinging away, got him. Tailing down and away, and Harris chasing that breaking ball for the 2nd time here. 4th strikeout for Hartman. He's gone back-to-back, and Danny Emerald, who's singled for Sioux City, will step in with 2 down, a scoreless 3rd inning. Fans of the Leather Stitch Sphere on here on the Iceberg trying to pick up the signal from TV radio. I love it. I love it. Glad you're along, mate. Pitch up and in for a ball 1-0. I was looking at, by the way, that one of those stories you sent me, John, of the bus situation in 1942, I believe. It's a good piece. And I sort of come across that. I think I talked about that a couple weeks ago. 1-0, showing a bunt, pulling back. It's high, 2-0. I want to say around, it was actually around Memorial Day. I think Memorial Day weekend here, I did a whole segment on that. The minor leaguers and the Negro leaguers having abandoned buses because of the war effort and all that, and maybe not travel. Throw back to first, back in there. It's part of a transportation initiative order that was put out by an executive order by President Roosevelt. That was all part of that whole story. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the 2-0. Up and in, look out, 3-0. Hartman from that red KC block on the front. Art KC on the sleeves. Numbers are in blue with the white backing. Mask back pulled down by Almeida, who's under, ready for the signs. He gives them. Yes from Matt Hartman. There we go. There it is, Anthony's right down State Street for a called strike, 3-1. Nate Sampson would be next in a scoreless third inning. (3-1). Bender at the knees, a called strike, and it's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the payoff. Goes the runner up high and inside, and up on the helmet there. Now duck down was Amaral. He's aboard. Free pass, and Nate Sampson will step in. Sampson fielder's choice in the first inning. Don't forget, fans, for $14.99 per month, you could get the AA Baseball TV and get it on your app, and get the app on your phone. You can get it on Roku. You can get it on your any kind of device, maybe on a desktop. You're an old desktop folk. You can do that. You stream it on your Amazon Fire, all that. I mean, you can do it all. Bonus content, all the games, home and away on aabaseball.tv. First one to Sampson is Anthony. Is a called strike, and it's 1-1. No balls, a strike. Throw up for Sioux City at first and second. Hartman's 40th pitch here. The 0-1. Swinging a ground ball toward third. Thompson's there. He'll meet the runner in the base path and get him. Right there he does as he meets Cone. And Cone tries to dodge him, but he taps him on the wallet there. There's out number 3. Monarchs take care of business unassisted at third by David Thompson. No runs, a hit, no errors. Man left through 2.5. Kansas City and Sioux City. We are scoreless on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Is rainwater getting into your house somewhere it shouldn't? Call the basement and crawl space waterproofing experts at KC Pier. How about cracks? Do you see cracks in your home's drywall or basement floors and walls? The foundation repair experts at KC Pier can help. KC Pier's structural consultants will provide a free assessment and solution to fix the problem permanently. Stop your basement or crawl space water problems for good. Don't let cracks in your home's drywall or basement walls steal your home's value. Call KC Pier today for a free estimate. Voted Kansas City's best foundation repair company by Blogger Local, Kansas City. KC Pier, basement waterproofing and foundation repair experts. Go to kcpier.com.
Hey, Monarchs fans, this is David Thompson of your Kansas City Monarchs. Follow us all season long right here on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Bottom three, and it'll be Pete Cosmo leading things off for Kansas City, and we'll be going to Jackson here in just a moment, get you set up. And then Cosmo, Almeida, and Kevin Santa here. Monarchs and the Explorers are scoreless in time for our out-of-town school board, brought to you by Swope Health. This is what healthy feels like, the exclusive healthcare partner of your Monarchs, and Jackson's got your board for you.
All righty, Dan. It seems like everybody's kind of playing at the same pace tonight around the American Association. Only one game is final. That game was played earlier between Kane County and Gary. Kane County got the win 10-4 earlier on today on the road at Gary. And everybody else is either in the second or the third. And after this pitch, we'll start in Lake Country.
Here's the 1-1. Just away with it. 2 balls a strike.
Fargo Moorhead out on top of the Lake Country Dog Counts early. 2-0 is the score there from the Wisconsin Brewing Company Park. Milwaukee is up 3-0 on the Chicago Dogs this evening at Impact Field. This one in the top of the second.
2 wides inside, 3-1, a scoreless third inning.
Also, another game in the top of the second. Sioux Falls jumps out to a quick 1-0 lead against the Lincoln Salt Dogs at home. And bottom 2, Winnipeg Gold Eyes are up 2-0 on the Cleveland Railroaders.
That's your out-of-town board brought to you by Swope Health. This is what healthy feels like. 3-1. There it is at the knees, a called strike, and it's 3-2. Yeah, that's 2 early games. There was an early game yesterday too, and then today an early one as well. We'll complete that tomorrow with an early game. So everybody's doing early game.
That we will. It'll be an early morning for all of us as well as all the kids.
Ball 4, he walked him at Cosmo board here.
Also, too, Dan, a couple college scores for you. College World Series down to its final 4 teams now. Arkansas, Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Oklahoma. Oklahoma wins game 1 of the day, 5-1 to advance to the College World Series championship. They'll await the winner of Arkansas and Ole Miss. Arkansas, of course, has to win 2 games against Ole Miss, as Ole Miss is undefeated in the postseason right now. Arkansas up 2-1 right now in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, that's the college school board. On the Swope Health school board, this is what healthy feels like, is Alexis Almeida will step in. Almeida will take on the outside corner 0-1. Did you stay up last night after you got home and watch the Royals crazy game out in Anaheim? That was crazy.
I did not. No, I was so frightened by that weather. I got home, my power was knocked out. My roof was almost blown off, so I just curled up in my bed and went right to sleep.
The 0-1 as they played for 2 in the middle. Pitch is high out toward left field, down toward the corner, over in the corner. That ball drifting, and it is going to be foul by about 6 feet. Boy, a towering Almeida blast there, but that one did appear to go foul down there, so it's a long foul ball, and he had one 2 days ago. I was making a bid for one right there.
His swing's gotten really powerful. That one, Dan, I was lined up with. I'm over here on this first base side, and that one, off the bat, it seemed like it was lined up and headed in the direction of the M and home run patio. It was curling big time.
Yeah, the last moment kind of took a little bit of a turn out there. So no balls, 2 strikes. The scoreless third inning. A high for the ball, 1-2. Monarchs, little something going here. Perhaps the leadoff walk. First base runner for Kansas City. What do you see for Leday here?
Leday's doing good, as well as Hartman. No runs yet. Being a lefty, he's able to hold traffic pretty well. Pete Cosmo's not going anywhere right now at first.
Swinging a wave there.
He's doing a good job of retiring guys with 2 strikes, like you just see there.
Yeah, swinging a wave there. Almeida, who just missed the home run, swings and misses. Just Kevin Santa. Question, Jackson, did you grab a Nutter Butter on your way through the kitchen?
I wish I did, but not tonight. No, it's just a funny thing. On Wednesdays, middle of the week, it's no Nutter Butters on Wednesdays, but any other day, I'm all game for them.
Lefty.
It's my middle of the week break.
It's your middle of the week break as Kevin Santa steps in at 378. Throw back to first, and Jackson was just talking about Leday getting a good look over there, and he throws over a young man from Nacogdoches, Texas, via Stephen F. Austin State University, which located there in the Piney Woods of the East Texas area, as Cosma leads at first. And the pitch to Santa, swinging away, 0-1. Yeah, I don't want you to mess up your routine, sir.
Yeah, but back to Leday being good at holding runners. With him being a lefty and him pounding the strike zone, I feel like guys will be really timid, to swipe bags off him tonight. The only guys that I see trying will be Santa and Booker, and them being back-to-back right now. It'd be pretty big help.
As they get the play at second base, a little soft flare left side. That Zach Cohn back in that 6-0, very deep there, and his only play is go to second base and by his whisker. Getting Pete Cosma at second base. 6-4 there, fielder's choice for Santa. They got a bid for a little base hit there, but it had a little backspin on it. There's Joe Booker still with a runner at first base and 2 down here. Yeah, you've been told too, Jackson, Swagmaster says you're not supposed to give any positive scores about Winnipeg. You did get that memo? Or?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Shoot.
Yeah, you better be on top of things here, because Swagmaster's not happy, sir. Not happy.
We'll see what happens in the 6th.
All right. Appreciate you, man. We'll see you then. Jackson Webb, brought to you by Swill Pelt. This is what healthy feels like. Got him picked off to the first and on to second base, and Santa's retired. 1-3-4, and that'll be it for Kansas City. The 1-3-4 pickoff there. And the Monarchs are done in the third inning. Through 3, we are scoreless. You're 2 to the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is JC Escarra of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
At Swope Health, we're ready to be part of the team to care for you and your family. You can find us throughout the community, providing coordinated health services and quality, whole-person care to keep you in the game. From primary care and pediatrics to dental care, women's health, behavioral health, and more. With a network of clinics across the metro area, we are proud to provide accessible, compassionate care to all members of our community. This is what healthy feels like.
For 129 years, Sheet Metal Workers Local Union Number 2 has been shaping the Kansas City skyline and communities, with Local 2 members working on area hospitals, providing safe, comfortable conditions for doctors to treat their patients. We turn our attention to help in the fight against childhood cancer by supporting Noah's Bandage Project. Sheet Metal Workers Local Union Number 2, working on, in, and for the community.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight, the iconic Ford Bronco, and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Hi, this is Jordan Martinson of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of the action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
On the 4th we go, and the Monarchs and the Explorers are scoreless here. Gabe Snyder, Trey Martin, and Sebastian Zawada, middle third of the card. We're waiting for a ball. I think a ball got away from the Monarchs bullpen out there. That's what it was. So I think the kids actually got away, and it was thrown that direction, and one of the guys in the bullpen went and got it. As the first one to Snyder's on the outside corner, called strike 1-1. Still a little white canopy with some blue trying to peek through, but the sun is shaded for the most part here. 0-1. Low for a ball, 1-1. Looking back toward the north and northeast, there is a good blue sky that direction, but a little gray patch above us. It's now at 237, 7 homers, 20 driven in. 1-1. Swinging away, 1-2. 44th pitch for Matt Hartman. The buckle deals the 1-2. Swinging away, got him. And Snyder out on strikes. 5th strikeout for Hartman here. Hey, fans, don't forget the exclusive healthcare partner is Swope Health. This is what healthy feels like. And swopehealth.org. Well, they can help you. Swope Health, this is what healthy feels like. As Martin will step in. Struck out his first time. On the right side here, and Hartman from the buckle will deal. Low for the ball. 1-0. I was hoping to carry live tonight. And I see to my right, they're having some of their get together that Daniel Saxey was the national anthem singer tonight, and I heard it, but I didn't get a chance to get. We were still in the bumper and the return and all that. And I was hoping to hear her. She did a great job. I heard her, but I was hoping you guys could hear her. She did a great job. Here's the 1-0. Old friend of ours who was production team a couple of years ago in the 18 season, and low for the ball 2-0. The 17-18 season, the championship 18 season, she was part of that production crew that produced championship winner over St. Paul. Time in 19 as well. Here's the 2-0. Bender at the knees. He called strike, 2-1. She's gone on to bigger and better things, working a little TV here and there, and works out the K as well. So 2 balls a strike. This is clear, and this scoreless 4th inning. 2-1, low and away, 3 balls a strike. Tonight's Monarchs flashback moment was a late one. It was a 1962, brought to you by Coors Light, 3-1. They're at a high walking ball 4, so aboard here, and the second walk issued by Hartman. But yeah, 1962, the Monarchs, of course, we're looking at the final years of the Negro Leagues, right? Because 64, 65, I mean, you're looking at, of course, the Monarchs aren't even playing Kansas City anymore. They would come through here, but they're now based up in Michigan. And mostly, for the most part, barnstorming. Up and in for a ball to Sebastian Zawada. It's 1-0. Bounces short his first time. Monarchs find themselves playing the Harlem All-Stars in Nashville. I don't think I brought this up in the actual show today, but throw back to first. Back in there. First again, back in there. Lead to first, middle place for 2 here. Swinging away, but it's 1-1. Yeah, 1962, by that time, you're looking at, we're already, 46, 47, those years when guys were getting signed and Jackie going up and all that. And then really into the 50s, you're now 12 years down the road after that, where you're seeing more and more players signed to the minor leagues. And here's one looped out toward left. That'll drop for a base hit. Coming in is Sweeney on the hop. First and second, one down. And Sioux City again with traffic aboard here. That feeling this is one of those who blinks first kind of ball games. The day has so far been outstanding as not allowed to hit yet. So middle playing a little slight shift to the right side. Counters to Barry here. Behind the runner at second. Cosmo right behind him here. Check swing did not go around. It's 1-0. Yeah, but by that time, I mean, most of these games, and that's the thing about this game in 1962, Satchel Paige is playing for that all-star team. Still had a lot in the tank because he was outstanding for 3 innings that night. The 1-0. Hit out toward left. Sweeney coming in, about 5, 6, 8, now 10 strides, makes the play. The Kansas late afternoon. There's out number 2. I'm trying to find more of that all-star game. I mean, who that all-star team was. For some reason I don't know where I put that article. I can't find it on my browser here, but here we go. No, that was 1985. I know what I'll do. Zach Cohn will step in. Very funny on the scoreboard, by the way. Popped up right side of the infield. Gillespie by the bag at first. He'll make the play a step in fair territory, a step from the bag as well. And there's out number 3. There's a cone on the screen where the headshot for Zach Cohn would be. That's some funny stuff right there. Timeout time with the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is David Thompson of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
Feed your hunger for savings with the Price Chopper app. Download the app and watch your rewards points grow and grow. Then use it to redeem points for free items at Price Chopper or discounts on gas at Quick Trip. You can also use the app to browse the weekly ad, find digital coupons, fill prescriptions, and more. Get the Price Chopper app today and start saving even more. For the best rewards program in town, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
From vintage sneakers to bacon-scented soap to water fountains for your pet, all can be had with a few simple clicks. Problem is, you never really know what you're going to get until they show up at your door. Introducing Ford Blue Advantage. It's used car buying that's built for you. Not only can you shop for used vehicles online, in person, or both, you can also test drive before you buy, so you know exactly what you're getting. Plus, get history reports, vehicle inspections, Ford warranties, and the expertise of factory-trained techs. Visit FordBlueAdvantage.com today.
At Swope Health, we're ready to be part of the team to care for you and your family. You can find us throughout the community, providing coordinated health services and quality, whole-person care to keep you in the game. From primary care and pediatrics to dental care, women's health, behavioral health, and more. With a network of clinics across the metro area, we are proud to provide accessible, compassionate care to all members of our community. This is what healthy feels like.
Hey, Monarchs fan, this is Jan Hernandez of your Kansas City Monarchs. Follow us all season long right here on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke up,
Bottom 4th inning, it'll be Booker, Sweeney, and Guerrero. Kansas City and Sioux City are scoreless here. Joel bounced to third his first time up. His Patrick Leday has been outstanding so far, and he was last time out as well as he went 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned against the Monarchs, 3 walks and 9 strikeouts. And strikeouts tonight, 3. It held the Monarchs in check so far via the hit department. It does have the 1 walk. High and away for the ball, and it's 1-0. Yeah, the story of the 1962 ball game, it's Goose Tatum's all-star team, and I dove down his storyline. There's a 2-0. High 3-0, and Tatum was a globetrotter and found his own baseball all-star team as well. In that 50 stretch, 3-0 is outside missing ball before he walked him. So Booker, and here's an interesting situation for Kansas City. This is what the Monarchs could do with Joel getting aboard. This is a lot what Sioux City would do with Chase Harris aboard, especially in a leadoff situation. A lot of possibilities here. Blake Tiberi at third will come in a bit, even with the bag at third. They'll hold Booker. Joel is a perfect 9-9 in stolen bases here. He'll lead at first base. on the watchful eye of John West. Right-hand stick here, Sweeney and the switch hitter, swinging away, but a pitch up. It's 0-1. Yeah, but the Goose Tatum story is an interesting one because he is a globetrotter, the promotion guy, and winds up doing his own basketball team, and then gets eventually a baseball team. Throw back to first, back in there. He was actually released by the Globetrotters, where he formed his own Harlem Magicians, and then he also got a barnstorming baseball team. Pitch way inside here. Nice job to keep it from the backstop by John Anthony. And he was a partner with Dempsey Hovland, who was a booking agent, who also helped to a degree once, probably mid-50s. Hovland became the guy who promoted the House of Davids and the House of David basketball team, both baseball and basketball. Throw back to first, back in there for Booker. But he formed a partnership with him once he got released by the Globetrotters. But he put that all-star team together, grabbing Satchel Paige and saying, Mr. Paige can play for us. And the Monarchs beat him on this day, or beat them on this day. Didn't beat him, but scored their runs off their bullpen the 7th, 1962. Here's the 1-1. High for the ball, 2-1. Darnell against lefties this year is batting .313, 4 homers and a 1 homer, 4 RBIs rather. It was the debut of a guy named Abe Gaynor, who was a Tennessee State product that pitched for the Monarchs that day. Pitch high, 3-1. Tennessee State located there in Nashville, so he would making a start there again in his town. He went to college, playing with the Monarchs, who on this day beat that Goose Tatum All-Star team 5-3 in Nashville. 3-1. Line foul at a play left side. A little early was Darnell, and a big cut at it there. And 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of thing you won't get in any of the broadcasts. They won't talk about that in the broadcasts. So I like to brag that we do talk about that. About the museum and what they do down at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum. It's so much out there, and really every day learning something new. Throw back to first. As a matter of fact, Rob Paneer is here tonight, and of course, I was on his podcast 2 days ago. I got a chance, and one of the cool things about being with this Monarchs Club is being able to get on podcasts and talk about the Monarchs. Probably don't blow them on a horn enough. Yeah, probably should. Throw back to first base. But always available for a chat to talk about the Monarchs and promote what we're doing here. 3-2 count to Sweeney. Booker's going now. He's going to loop down toward left, down the line. That's a base hit down toward the wall. Heading for third is Booker. Sweeney will head for dump with the brakes on now, and they'll be at the corners here. Sweeney thought about 2. Throw came back in from Amaral. The Monarchs had their first single, and now at the corners, Booker never slowed. When he took on running, Sweeney took a huge cut at it. He lines it down that line, and Darnell has him at the corners here. Nobody out for Gabby Guerrero. Again, a lot of situations there. What do you do if you're Sioux City? You got Booker, who's a big-time thief of the base pass with great speed. You got a big-time hitter in Sweeney that can go deep or lay the bunt down. What do you do there? They did pitch to him, and they thought maybe something coming. It wasn't, and the Monarchs now set it up here with Gabby. You can still do a lot of things here, and a scoreless 4th inning. Corners and nobody out. Gabby from the right side. 3:33. Swinging a foul back. It's 1-1. Yeah, apparently back in 1962, Goose Tatum would have been a pretty big name. Former Globetrotter, and actually a guy at one time was making $53,000 a year as a Globetrotter back in the 50s, which would say that's a pretty nice sum in the 1950s. Nice sum now, actually. 0-1. Ground ball toward third. They will go to second for one. That's all they're going to get is Gabby will drive the run home. The only play for Tiberi is going to second. They get Sweeney 5-4 there, but coming home to score is Joe Booker. And Gabby Guerrero's an RBI. The Monarchs have a 1-0 lead in this fourth inning. Fielder's choice RBI for Gabby Guerrero. Here comes T. Montgomery out now. Their bullpen, I'm not sure what this is. He's calling out the base umpire here. So this is not a visit the mound. This is a visit. Is he thinking something at second, perhaps, on that play with Darnell? I mean, that's all I can figure. He's out talking with the third base umpire, Teddy Dutcher, now. And he called him over. This is not a visit the mound. Fielder's choice, RBI for Guerrero. Sweeney retired 5 for whatever the conversation was. It was a short-lived one. And here comes Matt Adams, who popped to third his first time. Pitch to Adams is low for the ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Adams around that shift here. Third baseman Tiberi's in that 6 hole. There's a huge spot down that left side. There's the 2-0. Blow it away, 3-0. 1 down, 1-0 Kansas City. Getting that run across a moment ago, that leadoff walk on Lede comes back to body. Yes, John Updike noting as this line fell off the netting below down. It's John noting that Goose by the early 60s was replaced by Meadowlark Lemon as the clown prince of the Globetrotters. And apparently the story is Abe Saperstein, who he was real tight with Satchel Paige as well. And there's a real connection there. As the founder of the Globetrotters, here's the 3-1 hit out toward left. Going out shallow will be Zach Cohn. He'll make the play. And he'll shortstop, third baseman rather, makes the play in shallow left field. There's out number 2 for David Thompson. As a matter of fact, there's a story along the line. Saperstein had a connection, a long-time connection, I believe a college mate perhaps, who lived in Bismarck, North Dakota. And that Bismarck team that went down and played in Wichita and also played in the Denver tournament, able to recruit the likes of Satchel Paige because of this relationship this guy in Bismarck had with his old mate who was back on the East Coast. And, apparently, though, Tatum and Saperstein had a bit of a falling out in 1950s. At the knees, they called strike 1-1. But Tatum had enough of a name. He was able to put together a baseball and basketball team to play teams in the early 60s. And 0-1 to Thompson. Grounded foul by the plate, 0-1. By the way, you might like this, John, that Tatum was arrested in Gary, Indiana in 1955 for non-payment of alimony. With some troubles later on in life. Lost his son in 66 and drinking heavily. But was considered the clown prince the first time, and then the 50s, I think you're right, Meadowlark Lemon taking over that role as the 0-2 to Thompson. High for the ball, 1-2. should note he was buried after he passed in El Paso at the National Cemetery, the Fort Bliss National Cemetery. So back to first base. With the Red Sox of Memphis, the Black Barons, the Black Colonels of Louisville, Indianapolis Clowns some, and the ball 2 strikes. 1-0 Kansas City, 4th inning. Here's one hit down the left field line, but a little early for Thompson. That ball will reach the funnel cakes down there. Look out down there. Boy. They must want foul balls and funnel cakes. So Day looks to first, the 1-2. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, the Goose playing it loose, he was. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's interesting to note that Goose Tatum figured, you know what, I can do basketball and go back to baseball, and I'll do an all-star team. I'll play the Monarchs in 1962 in Nashville, and we'll bring Satchel Paige out. We'll draw. Well, they did. A couple thousand. 2-2. Popped up in the infield. Up the chimney here, and coming in is Sampson, the second baseman. He will make the play. There's out number 3. Kansas City grabs a lead, though. 1 run comes home in the inning on the hit. No errors, man left. We're through 4. Kansas City 1 and Sioux City nothing on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Was pretty cool. Tell us about your time.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we designed the Ford trucks of the future for everyone. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 45 years straight, made for performance and capability on and off-road. Because the trucks of the future aren't designed for a few. They're built for America. Ford F-Series. Drive one today. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Summer in the Kansas City region means plenty of blue skies, sunshine, and outdoor fun. But that sunshine can also increase pollution created by vehicle exhaust. Stay informed by checking the daily Skycast at airqkc.org. And remember, there are things you can do to help, like walking, biking, sharing a ride. Together, we can raise Kansas City's Air Q.
Price Chopper is here to help you save no matter how you like to shop. Want customized offers delivered to your inbox? You got it. On the go, download the Price Chopper app and redeem rewards points right on your phone. Plus, you can find more great values in the weekly circular or online at mypricechopper.com. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
Hi, this is Alexis Omera of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of the action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
1-0 Kansas City. Monarchs have the lead here as we go to the top of the 5th inning. It'll be John Athen, then back to the top of the card, Harris, then Amaral here. Dan Vaughn with you, Jackson Webb, and a cache of thousands down the way. We're glad you're along tonight on the Monarchs Broadcast Network, Mixlr, and on AABaseball.tv. Forget tomorrow, 11 a.m. We'll be on the air at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Yes, early wake-up call, and Athen takes it low and away for the ball. 1-0. That's all I know. Don't know more than that. Ball no strikes, the 1-0. Check swing went around and trying to hold up Athen here. John Updike says, I recall going to Cincy for a Royals-Knicks game in the 50s. That game was not the headline game of the night. So the Globetrotters have stayed to watch the Royals. There you go. They were huge, weren't they? Here's the 1-1. Lifted down the right field line. Slicing foul, though. They still play. The Globetrotters still go. I mean, they're still doing their thing. And, now pretty much, they're in every town, right? But I remember as a kid, they were on, I don't know if it was Wild World of Sports, but it seemed like about every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, they'd be on a Saturday afternoon. There's the 1-2. low for the ball 2-2. And I think I saw them in person maybe a handful of times, but I saw them on TV all the time. They were on all the time, weren't they? I mean, it seems like in the 70s, late 70s, they were on quite a bit. Usually playing those Washington Generals. I guess they always played them, right? And for like 96 years, something like that. There's a 2-2. Swinging away. We could not hold up. See you later. Athens out on strikes for the second time. 6 strikeouts for Hartman. It's 1-0 Kansas City. And Chase Harris, who's been a strikeout victim twice, will step in. But yeah, it's they're still going strong. Of course, they've changed owners and different holding companies and what have you, but blowing away for the ball, 1-0. But I remember they were on, again, it was very common. Of course, you had your Saturday afternoon sports in the spring, especially once football was done. In the fall, you would have something on Saturday. It would be Wild World of Sports is the 1-0. At the knees, are called strike 1-1. And usually that would most of the time be like, remember Cuba and U.S. boxing, things like that, world championships of swimming or track and field, things like that. And then you'd have the Globetrotters would be on there now and then. Here's the 1-1. There it is at the knees. They're called strike at 91 of the gun. One ball, 2 strikes, 1-0 Kansas City. 1-2. Didn't miss by much. Boy, Hartman thought he had it too. I thought so too. That one just missed the back porch. And Shaggy, glad you're on the way to the park. Glad you're listening online, mate. 2-2. Inside missing 3-2. Now the Washington Generals putting together a new offensive scheme. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 payoff. Bouncer towards short. Cosmo making the play. Ankle high. Under first to retire. Harris 6-3. Yeah, and they're still a big deal, but it seems like at some point in my life, probably by the time you get to high school, but even then we'd see them. I mean, it was a big deal to see the Globetrotters. Now you'll see them, you'll get the television game, come across what'll say, coming at the T-Mobile Center, the Globetrotters or whatever. You'll see those now and then. But I remember as a kid, when you'd see that ad pop up, like, oh, cool, the Globetrotters are coming. You got to go see them. That was a big deal. And we're all swings and waves. It's 0-1. It's 1-0 Kansas City. Singled, walked tonight. No balls a strike. 0-1. Showing a bunt, pulling back here. It's away as Thompson comes down that line from third. 1 ball, 1 strike. We were talking about the Savannah Bananas games, and that when they play they didn't play the Monarchs here, but when they play the other team, what was the Party Animals? The Party Animals were sort of a Washington Generals farm team. Here's the 1-1. Popped up right side of the infield. Gillespie's calling. Casey will make the play by the bag at first, about 10 strides. There's out number 3. A shutdown inning for Matt Hartman as the Monarchs right-hander goes 1-2-3. Kansas City has a lead. It's 1-0. You're tuned to the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Brandon Coach of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
Found a silver ring and put it on my finger. I picked up my guitar.
Thinking about starting your next home improvement project? Make sure you call 811 before you dig. Once you call 811, wait a few days for the utilities to mark your yard with paint or flags so that you don't unintentionally dig into an underground utility line. Hitting a buried line can disrupt your neighborhood's utility service, cost money to repair, or cause serious injury or death. Southern Star asks you to protect your community. Dig safely. Call 811.
Hi, Monarchs fans. Dan Vaughn, voice of the Monarchs. I want to tell you about a charity I feel very strongly about and support here at the Metro Kansas City area. That's the Ronald McDonald House Charities in Kansas City. The Ronald McDonald House Charities serves families whose children are receiving treatment for serious illnesses like pediatric cancer, organ transplants, babies in the NICU, emergency situations, and complex surgeries of all types. Provide a home away from home for those families as those kiddos are trying to get better in our hospitals in our area. For every stolen base this year, I pledge $2 to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Kansas City. I hope you'll join me in doing the same. Visit them at rmhckc.org. That's rmhckc.org today. The Ronald McDonald House Charities of Kansas City.
Hi, this is Lewis Thorpe of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of the action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
1-0 Kansas City, bottom fifth inning. Casey Gillespie, Pete Cosmo, Alexis Almeida for Kansas City as we come your way from Legends Field in Kansas City as the clouds have started to break a bit here. The first one from Leday to Casey Gillespie is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. A little more blue above us now, but the sun never really fully came through, and we'll be going to Jackson here in just a moment as the Monarchs had the 1-0 lead in this duel. As Leday, 60-second offering is low. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Other member of our broadcast crew is Jackson Webb. Jackson, what do you got for us, mate?
Well, Dan, a special night because we got some really big fans in the house tonight. We're talking about the daughters of manager Joe Calpietra.
There's one foul down the left field line, just missing the extra bases. What? Oh, you've got the young ladies from Philly.
I do. They're going to introduce themselves real quick.
Hi, everyone. I'm Paige Calpietra. And I'm Joey Calpietra.
They are awesome. They're legends, by the way.
They are. They're having a good time. Paige is doing some work, and we're just catching the game, watching it. It's kind of cruising by, don't you think?
It is. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're asking them. Sorry. It's 1-2. It's high. It's 2-2. You're asking them. Sorry about that, Jackson. I didn't know you were interviewing me and them. Sorry.
We're watching from the box up here. We love it. Don't tell Dad, but I am doing a little bit of work right now on my computer while in the box. I'm watching, of course.
2-2 hit out toward left. Drifting over and back is Amaral. He will track it down just shy of the track right there. There's out number 1. You know, Jackson, I'd like some hard. They're a baseball manager's daughters. I mean, how is that for them? I mean, they nail bite. I mean, they nail bite like he does or like we do, or
yeah, we'll have to ask them definitely. What is your guys' favorite part about being a baseball family, and what do you like the most about your dad's job?
From the beginning, I've been in this since I was born. So my favorite thing about it is probably traveling to all the different cities and just kind of seeing the relationship my dad has with all these guys. They're truly his family, and they become our family too throughout the year, even though they change. To see that the way that my dad interacts with them is just something like really special.
It's popped down the right field line by Pete Cosman. Over is Trey Martin to make the play down by the tarp down there. Is out number 2 here. And continue, Jackson.
And for the younger of the two.
I would say the same. I would just say that seeing my dad and all of the progress he makes and all the guys he signed and how he gets through all of the problems, but he always finds a way to overcome. And last year he won with having 19 guys signed. I think that's incredible. But yeah, seeing all of the relationships he has and seeing all of the progress he makes, I would say that would be my best.
At the knees to Alexis Almeida. I got one for you, Jackson. There's the 0-1. High for the ball. It's 1-1. What I appreciate they do is that when Dad and I do these shows in the off season, we got to do these our Rain Reborn shows, that he can always count on them to help make sure he's set up for Zoom. I appreciate that.
That's Joey. That's all Joey.
Ground ball foul off the foot of Almeida. Yeah, it's funny because Joe will text me, I'll get help. And I know a couple times. One time we were shooting it and Joey kind of slid behind to make sure that Dad was up and running, and it was okay. And I'm like, thumbs up behind, looking at her going, thumbs up, way to go. I appreciate it. But
I remember a few times there were like some afternoon calls, like Zoom calls.
Yep.
And I was on the phone going to the bathroom while I was at school trying to tell them what to do and like what buttons to press. So yeah.
Ground ball to third and fielding by Tiberi on the first base, 5-3 in the books. We'll stay here just for a moment. The other thing, I don't know if that Jackson, this is one that you don't know maybe, but the first year Joe took over in 17, the girls came down, and I think the first trip they went on was to Wichita. And I remember Joe kind of pulled me aside and said, hey, now the girls are going to be here. Do you mind they come up and, do, because I think school might have been going on still. I can't remember, but they had to come up and do something like on their iPads. And I was like, sure, no problem. I got kids the same age. It was great. And that was the first time I met them down in Wichita. But it's always cool to have them on the road and have them here in town. I know Joe loves it. And even if, it's a really cool baseball family, Jackson. I think you feel that same way just getting to talk to them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely just talking to him. It's been fun just to get to hear their point of view on this because, it's so tough, being away from dad, half the year and then coming to support him. You can definitely tell it's a great family just with the support that they show. Coming halfway across the country just to see their dad do what he loves. But my favorite part just talking with them is that I can get more words out of them than I can Joe, so that makes me happy.
Appreciate you, ladies, and thank you, Jackson. Great stuff right there. A quick timeout. We're on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
At Swope Health, the exclusive healthcare services partner of the Kansas City Monarchs, we experience great joy in serving our community. That includes providing education, food and family essentials, and mental health support, while also connecting with other amazing partners to meet challenges in employment, transportation, housing, daycare, and much more. Sharing our resources to meet your needs and keep you healthier is a big part of how we make care visible. Learn more about everything we do to make an impact in the community at swopehealth.org.
Our friends at Boulevard Brewing Company invite you to put real flavor in your starting rotation with Quirk Hard Seltzer. Made with real fruit juice and clean, quality ingredients, Quirk is award-winning hard seltzer for a championship team. Lead off with Tropical Breeze mixed pack flavors, Mango Punch, and Pineapple Chili. Or enjoy the fan favorite, Strawberry Lemon and Basil. Named the best hard seltzer of 2021 by Liquor.com and the Beverage Testing Institute. Quirk Hard Seltzer, real fruit, real fun, real good. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is Matt Hartman of the Kansas City Monarchs. Follow us all season long right here on your home for Reign Reborn, the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Top sixth inning, Monarchs a 1-0 lead from Legends Field. I think the fun work of Jackson a moment ago with Paige and Joey Calapiatra joining us there a moment ago as the first one, a check swing did not. He went around as Nate Sampson was rung up over at first base by Jordan Sandberg. Nice young ladies. And Joe's, and just a great family. Really good people. And you know what? They'll high for the ball 1-1. And it's fun because you can hear they get it. They understand what Dad goes through and what Dad does, put the team together and the relationships he builds. They get it. And I think that's really, really cool. And there's a 1-1. Chopped toward again the bag at second. Scooping is Cosma. There he is. Throw to first base to get Sampson. Little slick play by the bag out there. And the Tulsa man retires the Florida man. 6-3 in the books. One away in the sixth inning. Yeah, and it's in. I believe it was Paige that just said she was born into it. I mean, Joe's been doing this a while. I mean, and it's and it's a challenge. You're going to be gone for a stretch, and I know just from me being gone for stretches, it's tough. That support unit's huge, and they are big time supporters of Dad. And it's a great family. It was the first one to Gabe Snyder's inside 1-0. 1-0 Kansas City. Apparently, I need to adjust Jackson just a little bit, Shaggy. We'll try to do that. I was watching the VU, but I didn't even look. I was looking at the low for the ball, 2-0. I was really more than anything making sure that we didn't lose connection, and I'll watch that a little better on the next encounter, which is coming up in the sixth inning. Line to center. That will sit down for a base hit, and Gabe Snyder as the fourth hit for Sioux City. Monarchs a 1-0 lead. 74 pitches for Matt Hartman. That'll bring up Trey Martin, who walked. He struck out. John says the Globies are still a big draw. I think the gate receipts isn't based on local walk-ups now, but yeah, the Bananas do Globies as well as anybody. Yeah, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier. The Globetrotters sort of that whole business model is sort of what the Bananas do with their exhibitions. The bender inside for the ball 1-0. The regular Bananas team, as John points out, is a college wooden bat team that draw better than most AAA teams, which is a fact. But they're traveling, or what they call their premier team, is their one that did the tour through here last year and through Mobile and Orlando and Daytona, I believe it was, actually in Orlando. 1-0 at the knees. They called strike 1-1. Did Rick Wood there in Birmingham, the old historic Southern ballpark, and little place for two here in this 1-0 Monarch lead the sixth inning. Sun does fight its way through and starts to reflect off the clubhouses in right field. Low for the ball, and it's 2 balls a strike. The Mike's got this sign is lit up, so is the Conway asphalt, and right behind Gabby Guerrero's shoulder is that T-Mobile ribbon board is also got a little sun reflecting on it. And also over the Legends area, you can see it reflecting off the windows over there. 2 balls a strike. Right-handed stick. Down away, 2-2. Yeah, I mean, it's still going on. I mean, again, you still see the Globetrotters, but there is that connection with Saberstein and Satchel Paige and the owner in Bismarck. And I talked about that last summer because it was crazy. Of course, you've had others that have played for both, and there was always a kind of a connection. It was the entertainment value that the Negro League teams are always doing. They were entertaining me. 2-2. Curveball, a little inside 3-2, and the Globetrotters had that same kind of spirit. While you're adjusting that, DB, can you shake out the thunder and rain that's supposed to be during the game tomorrow morning? Yeah, excited for the little people, too. I will do what I can do. We'll be fine. Nothing to see here. We'll be fine. Like I said last night. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, got it. Tailing down and away. Solid strikeout for Matt Hartman. Hartman walk behind the hill here and rub the baseball down and climb back atop as it'll bring up Sebastian Zawada 1 for 2. I like this kid a lot. Zawada, a really good ball player. I had a chance to talk to him when they were here last time, and always liked his game. He was last week, though, had to serve when we were there in Sioux City, served that suspension for the fight that happened in Gary the week prior. We were there. Prior to Sioux City, swinging a wave on one, but Arizona State product. 0-1. Curve popped out towards center. Booker is coming in. Does he see it? Now here comes Gabby, though, in right center field. That thing carried a little, and Booker didn't see it. Gabby did. Santa saw it, too. And Gabby on the hop goes out into shallow right center, makes the play. There's out number 3, and F9 the books right there. No runs, the single, left a man aboard. We're through 5.5. Kansas City has a 1-0 lead. You're tuned to the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Coach John West of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The iconic Ford Bronco and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
At Swope Health, we're ready to be part of the team to care for you and your family. You can find us throughout the community, providing coordinated health services and quality, whole-person care to keep you in the game. From primary care and pediatrics to dental care, women's health, behavioral health, and more. With a network of clinics across the metro area, we are proud to provide accessible, compassionate care to all members of our community. This is what healthy feels like.
This is Casey Gillespie of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is your home for Reign Reborn, the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
First pitch to Kevin Santa, misses inside for the ball, and Santa hits one high out to it right down the line. Over is Trey Martin. He'll make the play just shy of that track down that right field line. There's one away here as Santa pops it out to right field. 1-0 Kansas City. Monarchs with the lead here, manufacturing the run in the fourth inning. Joe Booker will step in. Booker, the walk, the run scored. Right now, that only run in the ballgame. Monarchs with one hit, the one run. They've got 4 hits and no runs. And Leday, the 73rd pitch, a swing and a wave there as Leday gets out in front of Joe Booker. Another good one looks like in this one. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a wave, 0-2. Game's all been pretty close, except for a Monarchs win, a blowout win here, 9-3. They've all been 2 runs or less, including last night's 2-run winner for Kansas City and the comeback. 0-2. Booker takes it low in the dirt, 1-2. John says the Madison Mallards, another great college summer league team, but they do it differently. Heard of them, but I don't think I've seen what they do. But John points out the Bananas, of course, are all over social, and who hadn't heard of them? Boy's the 1-2. Laid off, or did he? The appeal to first base did not go around 2-2. My younger brother in Dallas, he's a sports guy, but he's not a huge baseball guy. But I was shocked to find out that he'd heard of him and he followed him on social media. I was like, 2-2. Low for the ball, 3-2, and he's kind of a social media guy, new media guy, digital guy himself, so it kind of made sense. But still, he knew a lot about them. 3-2 payoff. Walking ball 4, so battling back to get the walk is Booker now. He's walked twice. And Leday has really been outstanding. The 3 walks so far, 2 to Booker, 1 to Cosma. And now again, the Monarchs earlier in this situation had Sweeney single, put him at the corners. They do not expect Darnell to do that again, or they do expect to do it again here. Is back at third is to Barry. And this is one of those situations where you just don't know. So many possibilities for Kansas City. Lefty Leday, though, gets a good look at first base. And Booker will draw a throw over. Back in there. 1-0 KC. 6th inning. Taps the plate. Flipping off to get the signs again here. Pitch to Sweeney. Breaking ball the inside corner, called strike. It's 1 wide. Sky colors now as the sun has made its way behind us. And what? There goes Booker swinging away to the second base is going to be not in time. Squeezing the glove as Sampson, it rolled away from him. And Booker has a stolen base right there. And throwing from his knees was Athen. His only chance right there was a throw from his knees. And he does. And Booker is at second base. The Ronald McDonald House stolen base. The Ronald McDonald House Charities of Kansas City. $2 in the coffers for Ronald McDonald House, and always enjoy supporting them. Team stolen base number 40. It's one position. Swinging the throw back to second and just back in there. Boy, Sampson nearly snuck in there and got him, but Booker able to dive back in. Joel, a perfect 11 of 11 now. Scoring position. No balls, 2 strikes. That was a called strike, by the way, to Sweeney. And Darnell 1 for 2. Monarchs only base hit in this one. Here's the 0-2. Low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Time called here. Athen out to chat to the lefty Patrick Leday. 1-0 KC, though, but a big runner at second. 81 pitches. Their bullpen standing, no one throwing, but Athen's only chance to get Booker a moment ago was throwing from his knees. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sets high at the chin here. Looks to second once. The 1-2. Bouncing in. Nice job by Athen. Boy just throws his chest at it and keeps the ball in front and saves a bag. 2-2 count. John says the best named college summer teams, the Macon Bacon, the Traverse City Pittsbitters. Pittsbitters. Yeah, the Macon Bacon, pretty funny. Chris, I know that town back in the day is the Macon Braves back in the day. Macon Bacon, pretty good. Isn't that where Wally Backman was the manager for a while? I think that's correct. Wally played. Wally Backman Jr. played this league a few years back. 2 ball, 2 strike count. 1 down, runner at second. 1-0 Kansas City. Second Leday, 2-2. And wide out toward left center field. That'll sit down for a base hit. Booker will round third. He will come home. Bobbling is Emerald. Doesn't matter. RBI single for Darnell Sweeney. Has his 12th RBI. And it's 2-0 Kansas City. Darnell has both Monarchs hits here. The Monarchs lead now 2-0. Now Gabby Guerrero will step in. Second hit. 1 down. Third first Sweeney. Of course, another threat to swap a bag here. At the knees, are called strike 1-1. Gabby with the RBI back in the 4th inning. 2-0 Kansas City. The blue kind of parted a moment. You got some little sketches of orange in the cloud here and there, especially back toward downtown. You've got little dots of orange kind of lining the clouds. The horizon has a little sherbet orange as well. And you kind of peer around to the north. And etched in the clouds, a little spot of orange here and there as Gabby will ground 1 to short. Could be 2. It's a 6-4 on the first. Yep, double turn, 6-4-3 as Kansas City is done in this 6th inning. But the Monarchs grab a run, though. That walk once again comes back to bite the Sioux City Explorers. We're through 6. It's Kansas City 2 and Sioux City 0 in the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
be for you, based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
This is Joel Booker of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is your home for Reign Reborn, the Monarch Broadcast Network.
On the 7th we go. It's 2-0 Kansas City as the Monarchs have the lead here. And Matt Hartman's 84th pitch is a bit low for the ball. 1-0. Dan Vaughn with you, along with Jack. Change brought to you by Swole Pelt. This would help me feels like. I don't know why the booth cam keeps petering out on me. I'm not sure what's going on here, but every time, a few minutes, like the internet drops the booth cam and what's going on there. But anyway, you're not okay or not?
That's probably Gabriel Lopez in the other booth just ripping the connection cord out of the wall.
Is that what he's doing down there?
You're just being sneaky.
Swole Pelt pitching change brought to you by Swole Pelt. This is what healthy feels like. Brennan Coach, 3.68. He's 1-1 in his 16th appearance. 1 save, 14 2/3 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 are earned. He's walked 6, struck out 28. League batting 176 against the right-handers. So great work tonight. Funny. Very funny to do that. Here's the 1-0. We're at second, 2-0 Kansas City. Blowing away, it's 2-0. And this same situation, now the Monarchs, last Tuesday night, Coach came in, but it was a 3-run lead in the 8th inning. It's a 2-run lead here, and their bullpen also is up as well, maybe getting close to the end of the line for the day. Here's the 2-0. It's inside 3-0.
It's a huge batter right here as Cone and one more, the catcher hitting in the 9 spot to flip the card over and get back to the top. This is a big out.
Yeah,
you got to have this out.
And Harris is 0 for 3 and was really scuffling against Hartman, and that's you'll probably see him with runners aboard here. 3-0. There it is at the knees at 87, 3-1. So the DBU Patriot gets that strike over. Ball was a strike.
Saw the other Patriot last night. The lefty, lefty.
Yes, we did. Mr. Martinson, here's the 3-1. Coach looks to second. There it is again. Got a called strike. It's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2-0 Kansas City.
Repeat it once more, my friend.
Yes, let's do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Strikeout be huge. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Right-hander coming on. Found a way down the line. That'll be down toward the playground and look out down there.
Now, this is a fun situation, but as a hitter, this is a big pitch.
Yes, yes.
Coach challenges with 3 straight fastballs, and now you fouled this one off, and now the gears in your head are really turning. What is he coming with here?
Yep, yeah. Gears are turning. Let's see what happens with the payoff. Has worked 2 2/3, 3 earned. He's walked 4, struck out 4. Corners expect a bunt, showing a bunt, pulls it foul, third base line, and Thompson will let it go foul. It was kind of stabbing at it there at Athen, and that's one of those stabbing. When you stab that bunt like that, all kinds of crazy things can happen, like pop-ups. So he kind of stabbed at it, didn't really.
Just receive it, catch it, put that right hand, pinch the bottom of that barrel.
But he was more pushing that thing. That's where you get in trouble. So they do it again. Corners think they are as Thompson and Gillespie, runner at first and second.
Let the barrel absorb that contact, deaden it.
0-1. Just missed away. It's 1-1 He showed the bunt there, but did not.
A lot of times going to third, the velocity of the pitcher will get the ball where it needs to go. It's if you're trying to be pretty and push bunt to the right side and wedge one in between the pitcher and the first baseman and that triangle of doom with the second baseman, you'll see guys push it that way. But to third, just let the pitcher's ball do the work.
1-1, and he fouls it straight back on the bunt attempt, and it's 1-2. And boy, the first thing he did was Anthony just kind of get almost you can't see the lips from here, but you could just tell the body gesture. He wasn't happy with himself, and he fouled it back. Now a ball and 2 strikes. What do you do here? Do you try it again? And so they do it with the 2 strikes or not. Monarchs, Thompson's back, even at the bag at third. Gillespie even at the bag at first. Ball 2 strikes. Shows a bunt again. Pulls away. It's 2-2. So going to try to lay it down on the 2 strikes.
I could see this being swinging away right here. You can kind of tell by his hands. If you watch his hands, he's going to bunt if his hands stop moving. Yeah.
Yep, shows the bunt again, and he stabs at it to go around. He did not. Oh, man. I don't know how he didn't get that around. He pushed the bat at it. I mean, I'm not so sure what you're watching, sir, but all right. Yeah, Joe's saying the same thing. I mean, how is that not a call from Jeff Head?
As a home plate umpire, being in this situation before, it's hard to make that call. But I do not know how the first base umpire misses that one.
Yeah, I mean, he pushes at it. I mean, the bat, he's using the bat with his arms out. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Shows the bunt again. He does lay it down this time. The only play for Almeida is the first. Covering is Kevin Santa. So second and third they go. The sacrifice does work. 1. Pardon me, that's 1. It's 2. I know my scores here. 2-4. Covering at first base. They go to second and third. Perfect bunt right there for Anthem. But again,
got a second chance at it.
Yeah, he did. He did get a second chance at it, but he stabbed at it before. And I don't know how that's not a strike. Again, if he pulls back, that's one thing, but he stabbed at it and then pulled back. That's my thing. It's not so much the fact that he got the bat back, but he did stab at it. And that's
usually when you're at the plate, it's so quick for the umpire because he's predicting that the ball is going to be bunted in fair play. He's got to watch the ball. He's not really watching for the stab all the way. And so as a batter with the home plate umpire, you stab at it and you don't make contact, you pull it back right away. Most of the time it'll fool the home plate umpire, but with the first base umpire being right down the line, easy vision line to see it, he'll catch the stab and call it out. But there, no luck.
There's the 1-0, and it's high and inside of Harris. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Chase Harris. Is 0 for 3. But again, he would scuffle against Hartman and probably glad to see him go as Hartman is done and book's still open. Property at third is Hartman. That's Tiberi's double. Second and third, 1 down. Emerald waits on deck. 2-0. It's inside 3-0. So coach will grab the rosin. Going to tap the forearm there. Step back on that rubber. Second and third, 1 down. 3 balls, no strikes, and a 2-0 Monarch lead here in the 7th inning. First base is open, though. Here's the 3-0. It's on the inside corner called strike 3-1. And 90 on the gun there. Harris taking all the way there. Really, for Sioux City, a walk is just fine, too. Although the Monarchs love a strikeout here, but you're 3-1 the count. Even a putout would be huge. Here's the 3-1 from Brennan Coach. Foul back with a rip, and Harris with a green light there, and he was a fastball up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, strikeout in play here.
3-2-1. Big count. Big spot.
Another big spot right here. 2-0 Kansas City, the 7th. It was
2-hole hitter up on deck.
Yeah, Emerald and Sampson. Hope you don't need them. And 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coach will deal. There's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball foul, though, third base line. And there's David Thompson. That may have actually hit the bat a couple of times there. And Harris will stay alive with a 3 ball, 2 strike count. He taps the plate. Coach's 20th pitch of the inning. Monarch's pin is up as well. The right-hander getting it loose out there is the payoff. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him. Good slider down and away. And there's out number 2. Huge strikeout right there. 2 down. And Andy Amaral will step in. That's a huge strikeout.
What a pitch by Brandon Coach right there. Especially, too, a guy fouls a few off. That gets you tired. That gets your mind turning. He stays persistent with it and just fires a shot to strike him out.
Absolutely. So now second and third, the batter Amaral, but still not out of the woods yet because a base hit probably ties it. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Righty. There it is at the knees. Called strike at 91, the gun out there and right. So it's Amaral who singled, walked. He's 1 for 2. Brandon Coach, who came in a moment ago for Hartman to give the double up to start the inning. Coach is 0-1. Ground ball to third. Thompson there. Scoops on to first in time, and the inning is over. Amaral retired 5-3, and Brandon Coach, an outstanding job of pitching right there. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. They left a pair. That's a big-time piece right there, sir.
He's pumping his fist and getting everybody on their feet, and the guy that's loving that even more is Hartman. Nobody scores. Great win-win for everybody.
Time for your stretch. Let's sing with Buck on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
One, two, three, back to you.
Hi, this is Gabriel Guerrero from the Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarch will return right after this.
Get real with the fever on the dance floor.
Speed pitch. There we go. We're back. On this date, I've got to get the exact date. I don't know if the exact date's today. Obviously, today is the 22nd of June. Oh, 2. Hideaway 1-2. Somebody had a play over there. Somebody made a play. They're cheering them on. I can't see from what they did, but somebody did something there. Here's the 1-2. Low for the ball. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Maybe 1943, I think, is the actual date here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 count from Donatello and a 2-0 Monarch lead. Swinging a foul tip off the shoe tops of Snyder. On this date, in 1943, I do believe, I hope I got my year right, a young 17-year-old Henry Curtis Thompson, you may know him as Hank Thompson, made his debut for the Monarchs at 17, playing right field in his first season. He hit 300 that year as a 17-year-old rookie. Thompson would go on to make his major league debut with the St. Louis Browns in 1947. As he would be, along Wheeler Brown, the 3rd and 4th players across the color barrier. 2-2, inside missing 3-2. Thompson played his first game on July 17th of 47. With the Browns lineup, Wheeler Brown, they made their debut as the first and second black players for the Browns. Ground ball rolled it down behind the bag at first. That's a great play by Gillespie. Right there is Donatello. Nice job there. 3-1 pitcher covering as he waits for Justin to get there. Casey, that good footwork. Makes a nice play by the bag, backhanding, and Gillespie always that slick fielding footwork. And Thompson as Trey Martin will step in. 2-0 Kansas City. Thompson played with the Monarchs in 43, then 46, 47. Now, he was joined the military in 1944. Get out towards center. Booker's there. Couple of strides back and straightaway makes the play. There's out number 3 in a 1-2-3 8th inning for Justin Donatello through 7.5. Kansas City has a 2-0 lead. You're tuned to the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network. More from KCK in a moment, everybody.
As we find joy in our service to the Kansas City community, Swope Health makes care visible. That means we deliver the care you need through our actions every day. As the exclusive healthcare services partner of the Kansas City Monarchs, we are proud to provide coordinated, compassionate care that values the needs of the whole person, and we champion better health throughout the entire Kansas City region. This is the Swope Health Promise. Learn more about us by visiting swopehealth.org. We are happy to serve you and your family. As we find joy in our service to the Kansas City
Summer in the Kansas City region means plenty of blue skies, sunshine, and outdoor fun. But that sunshine can also increase pollution created by vehicle exhaust. Stay informed by checking the daily Skycast at airqkc.org. And remember, there are things you can do to help, like walking, biking, sharing a ride. Together, we can raise Kansas City's Air Q.
Fans, are you thirsty? Village West Discount Liquors has the best selection at the best prices. Located just blocks from Legends Field, we welcome you before or after the game. With over 8,000 square feet of fabulous wines, spirits, premium cigars, domestic and imported beers, Village West Discount Liquors has everything you need to enjoy the game. We do special orders too. Great games begin at Village West Discount Liquors. We are your pre- and post-game headquarters, located at 110th and Parallel in KCK.
This is Alexis Almeida of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is where Legends play all season long, right here on Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Well, the bullpen doors swing open, brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. BuyFordNow.com, the exclusive vehicle of your Monarchs. And Patrick Leday went 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both 30, walked 3, which were crucial. 3 strikeouts. He threw 95 pitches, 54 strikes. Very nice outing, a quality start for him. And much like last week, Hartman having the slightly better run number, but very similar to both guys last week. They both pitched very well. And a hard luck decision perhaps for Leday if the Sioux City Explorers can't come back here. Pete Cosmo lead off, and Hartman went last week 6 innings, 2 earned runs. He went 6 innings, no earned runs tonight. Leday, who has the hard luck tonight as well. Leday's numbers, he went 7 innings last week, 1 earned run. So 7 last week, 7 this week, and he had 3 earned runs in 14 innings and could be 1-1, or maybe 0-1 because he didn't get a win last week. The Monarchs, he did get a win last week. Check that. He did get a win. My bad. Cosmo takes the off speed from Kevin Lennox, former Monarch, will take over. Brought to you by your Midwest Ford dealers. Lennox, right-hander. Numbers this year, a 6.35, 1 for the 12th time, 11 in the 3rd innings, 8 earned runs, 6 walks, 14 strikeouts, low for the ball, 1 wide. He's only pitched 1 inning against the Monarchs, I believe. That seems right. I seem to recall looking at this earlier. Yeah, just the 1 inning, 2 walks, and a strikeout. 2-0 Kansas City, 8th inning. Breaking ball at the knees, a called strike, and it's 1-2. We have to turn the fastened seatbelt sign on because it is a close one here. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, the 1-2. Chopper back toward the bag at second. Behind the bag is Sampson. Off-balance throw, but a nice job of the second baseman, Sampson, to retire Cosmo 4-3, 1 down. Shaggy says there's been major network issues over the last couple of days. Zoom widespread outages. Cloudflare, things are still in a little trouble there. Probably sunspots, he says. Rhode Island School Design has a variety of R-rated team nicknames as well as a mascot. Okay, I'll trust your judgment on that, John and Shaggy. You guys check it out. I want a full report. 1 down. The batter is Almeida. He's 0 for 2. Lennox deals. Popped up. Left side of the infield. I don't believe Taberi sees it, does he? Now, Cone sees it. The shortstop, he makes the play. Taberi didn't see it. Put his hands out and didn't see it, but Cone does. And between the 5 and 6 hole, he makes the play out. Number 2. Kevin Santa will step into this Monarchs 2-0 lead. Yeah, too much sun, Shaggy. As Han Party 6 chimes in, I would say you're probably correct. Kevin from the left side here. Takes it low and away for the ball. 1-0. Monarchs with the 2 runs on 2 hits. Go back to the 4th and 5th inning. Leadoff walks. Actually, one was a leadoff walk. One was a 1-out walk by Joe Booker. Set the entire sequence up. Monarchs played small ball and did it. Here's the 1-0 swinging away, 1-1. Not so much small ball, but played it. Didn't lay a bunt down, but 4th inning, a walk, then a single fielder's choice after a stolen base for Booker. And
The center fielder, number 6, Joe Booker.
So Joe Booker 0 for 1, but has the 2 walks, the 2 runs scored. He will step in. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Throw back to first, back in there. Monarchs pin is busy. They'll be at Zawada, Taberry, and Cone. Their last call chance in a moment. It'll be a 2-0 lead or a 3 or whatever. Here's one towered out toward left. on and off there. There we go. Didn't have any problem with that for a while. Now all of a sudden, and I hate it because I go back and watch the booth cam, and folks that are watching it will just sing nothing but blank. They're hearing us sing a blank screen, or they're not even sing anything. And added bonus that I don't think a lot of folks know about, that we do a booth cam that is on YouTube for the Monarchs, and added bonus for the fans. Here's the 1-2. High and away 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. 2-2. High, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, and then Taveri trying to get the board to bring up Cone as the tying run here. It's 2-0 Kansas City, 9th inning. Top 9th inning. Zach Cone, the final hope for them. It's at the knees. They're called strike 1-1. You're right, though, Brian H. When that happens, I'll switch it. But this is actually telling me the internet dropped me. So, what? Swing it away, 0-2. How about a 1-2-3? How you like me now? Strikeout from McGraney. Final strike for Sioux City. 2-0 Kansas City. No balls, 2 strikes. McGrain deals. Outside corner, called strike 3. A 1, a 2, a 3. How you like me now and how you like a win? It's 2-0 a final. As Kansas City notches the good news Wednesday. Oh, man, how about that from Jamison McGrain? And the Monarchs take game 2. Oh, man. 1, 2, 3. How you like me now? Monarchs are winners. Stay tuned. Those good news totals come up next right here, as well as a post-game interview on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
A tradition of winning doesn't happen overnight. Like any team, you got to be tough, play smart, and work hard. No one understands this more than Ford Motor Company. They built the best team in the game with Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The iconic Ford Bronco and the most powerful Ford Explorer ever. Shop online at buyfordnow.com or visit your local Ford dealer to buy or custom build the perfect truck or SUV for you. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Our friends at Boulevard Brewing Company invite you to put real flavor in your starting rotation with Quirk Hard Seltzer. Made with real fruit juice and clean, quality ingredients, Quirk is award-winning hard seltzer for a championship team. Lead off with Tropical Breeze mixed pack flavors, Mango Punch, and Pineapple Chili. Or enjoy the fan favorite, Strawberry, Lemon, and Basil. Named the best hard seltzer of 2021 by Liquor.com and the Beverage Testing Institute. Quirk Hard Seltzer, real fruit, real fun, real good. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is Joel Booker of your Kansas City Monarchs. This is your home for Rain Reborn, the Monarch Broadcast Network.
grow. Then use it to redeem points for free items at Price Chopper or discounts on gas at Quick Trip. You can also use the app to browse the weekly ad, find digital coupons, fill prescriptions, and more. Get the Price Chopper app today and start saving even more. For the best rewards program in town, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
Hi, this is JC Escarra of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Well, a 2-0 win tonight for the Monarchs. Let's check the highlights in this one. It's Kansas City gets the second win of the series and has now won for the third consecutive ball game, and more importantly, getting a couple wins against Sioux City. And the Mark now 3-5, and you could go to 4-5 tomorrow and get the brooms out. So the Monarchs get a big win tonight, 2-0, and basically role reversal of last week when Lede got that close win over Hartman last Thursday. Very similar situation here. And we began this thing a very blustery 78 degrees tonight as the Monarchs and the Explorers began play at 7:03. Hartman and Lede both were outstanding tonight. Both tossed quality starts and really nothing going early. A single with one out in the first inning off for Amaral, but nothing doing. Kansas City actually was retired the first 6 in a row until a walk by Cosma in the third inning. As a matter of fact, the Monarchs were held hitless to the fourth inning to get their first run that fourth inning with a Joel Booker leadoff walk. And Joel just talked about that a moment ago, with Booker, then a single, and Booker was moving on the play. He's at third base. The batter is Gabby Guerrero, and Gabby gives the Monarchs the 1-0 lead. I promise. Oh, what? Ground ball toward third. They will go to second for 1. That's all they're going to get is Gabby will drive the run home. The only play for Tiberi is going to second. They get Sweeney 5-4 there. But coming home to score is Joel Booker. And Gabby Guerrero's an RBI. The Monarchs have a 1-0 lead in this fourth inning. Yeah, 1-0 Monarchs, the RBI for Gabby Guerrero. And again, it stays like that until the sixth inning. Sixth inning, a one-out walk by Joel Booker. He steals second, and the batter is Darnell Sweeney. Second Lede, 2-2. And wide out toward left center field. That'll sit down for a base hit. Booker will round third. He will come home. Bobbling is Amaral, doesn't matter. RBI single for Darnell Sweeney. Has his 12th RBI, and it's 2-0 Kansas City. Darnell has both Monarchs hits here. The Monarchs lead now 2-0. Yeah, 2-0 of Darnell with the RBI right there. The Monarchs have the lead, and Kansas City would that's only runs they would need, although there would be a threat in the seventh inning, a double for Tiberi facing Hartman. Then Brandon Coach comes in, he walks Combe, but he gets on a sacrifice for John Afton. Afton a 2-4 sack that's out number 1. Then a strikeout of Chase Harris, a big one it was. And Danny Amaral bouncing out the third to end their threat. In the Monarchs bullpen, Donatello and McGrain all went 1-2-3. Actually, from that sacrifice on, retired the last 9 batters they faced. The only real threat prior to that was the fourth inning. A walk from Martin, a single for Zawada, but Tiberi and Combe were a fly to left and a pop to first. Only real threat. Now, Kansas City also was quiet in that seventh inning and eighth inning, although a 2-out single for Santa, but could not get him around. The Monarchs, though, in that ninth inning, Jamison McGrain is in, and McGrain to shut a door. Oops. 2. How about a 1-2-3? How you like me now? Strikeout for McGrain here. Final strike for Sioux City. 2-0 Kansas City. No balls, 2 strikes. McGrain deals. Outside corner, called strike 3. A 1, a 2, a 3. How you like me now and how you like a win? It's 2-0 a final. Yep, 2-0 final is the win for Kansas City. McGrain knocks it to the 6th save, but the Monarchs take game number 2 of this series. One now for the third time in a row, and Kansas City now sees their record to 24-11. Stay tuned. Postgame rolls along right here from Legends Field in Kansas City on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Hi, this is Matt Adams of your Kansas City Monarchs. Don't touch that dial. The Monarchs will return right after this.
They're very nice. He said, "Oh, that's good that you met him." I said, "Yeah, they must have got that from their mother." He didn't laugh, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna get fired."
Gotta do worse than that to get fired around here. That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh God, he didn't even smile."
That's hilarious.
So if you don't see me tomorrow, I'll be at my interview at Taco Bell.
Try maybe. All right, let's see here. All right, let's go. Here we go. Yeah, the good news tonight, 2-0. Let's go to the clubhouse and hear what Joe Campietro had to say, the Top Step Overtime edition, see what he had to say, and to see if Jackson behaved himself down there in the postgame. Thank you very much. Good stuff from Joe Campietro. And he said a couple things there that stood out. Of course, facing Lede, always a challenge. He was very good. And Booker, really, it's pretty much what we talked about. Booker getting on base and Darnell the key hits. So that's what the difference was. Of course, you don't forget about Hartman, what he did, the bullpen as well. That all matching well for Kansas City tonight in the win. A 2-0 win for the Monarchs. Stay tuned. Scoreboard comes up next, brought to you by Swope Health right here on the Kansas City Monarchs postgame on a Good News Wednesday on the Monarchs Broadcast Network. All right, here we go. All right. Monarchs are winners 2-0. Let's check the out-of-town score. We're brought to you by Swope Health, the exclusive healthcare partner of your Kansas City Monarchs. And Jackson's back upstairs in the booth, and he's got the updates around the league. And let's check in to see what happened around the good old American Association on this Wednesday night.
Let's do it. 10-4 your score. We'll go quick, just like our game went pretty quick tonight. 10-4, Gary South Shore loses to Kane County. 10-4. That one was played earlier on this afternoon. Fargo Moorhead gets a 5-1 victory over the Lake Country Dockhounds. 12-8 right now. This game's still in progress. Top of the sixth, Milwaukee 12, Chicago Dogs 8. Sioux Falls, is down 5-run deficit right now, 7-2 in the top of the eighth at Sioux Falls, and Goldie is up 12-4 right now, bottom six.
Winnipeg trying to go to 18-17 there, and boy, Fargo trying to win their 27th ball game. Yikes! I mean, they are on a talk about a juggernaut. Boy, what they're doing is pretty impressive with Leobaldo Pena and his offense, and of course McGovern and the arms. I mean, they're just doing what they're doing. And the Monarchs got a 2-0 win tonight.
Maris with 3 hits. Sorry to interject.
Go ahead.
Maris with 3 hits tonight, 3 RBIs out of the 5 possible. Silviano with a hit and RBI, and Maris with 2 home runs tonight. So big night for Maris in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, I noticed too, and and again, I haven't go through all the lists today, but I know that there were a lot of transactions. Lake Country or several teams are kind of that June to July motion where they're going to kind of reshuffle the deck chairs. Lake Country, one of them. Obviously, Sioux City and Sioux Falls are making changes left and right. Some of those teams that are trying to do that, I think we see early on now we're at Monarchs in their 24th win now. It's game 35, and you're not you're way past the quarter pole, not the halfway mark, but you're it's setting up. This thing starting to spread out a little bit, especially in the both divisions, really, because you got Chicago 4-game lead over Milwaukee, but everybody else in the West, you've got it starting to spread out between Kansas City and Fargo a little, not much, but it's still 5.5 back for Lincoln, though. But anyway, the ball game tonight, it really reversed from last week. Both guys were great last week. Both toss quality starts. A hard luck loss for Hartman tonight. The hard luck loss goes to Leday. He gave up the 2 earned, but again, it was just those little things. And the walks at the wrong time, the wrong spot. And I think that's the difference. For them, so much of their offense depends on what Chase Harris does at the top. He was 0 for 4 tonight. That's a big piece of pitching for the Monarch staff to keep him off the base paths.
That it is. Like we said, I was watching the College World Series earlier today, and a lot of broadcasters use it, but it is a great stat that when you get the leadoff batter out of an inning, the chances and the percentages of that team scoring in that inning with 1 out after the first guy is out, they go way down.
Sure.
And that was big tonight. We kept Harris off. Joel Booker didn't swing well, but he was able to watch the balls, get on base, and that really was the difference. It must be very, very nice as a team and as a manager, knowing that you don't even really have to hit well.
Yeah, I mean,
your pitching is that good tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's something we've slept on a little bit. We talk about the offense so much. The pitching's been phenomenal. Remember, this pitching staff came in today ranked tops in the league with a 3.37 ERA. That's to go down tonight with a shutout, their second of the year. I mean, we talk so much about the offense and what they do with those crazy home run numbers, only getting the 3 hits, but you tossed a shutout. It's almost the way we talked about Sioux City winning games this way, but it's nice to see the Monarchs can do the same thing when they have to.
Yeah, it was almost like Joe walked into the locker room where all the guys are and said, "Hey, offense, you guys have been hot all season. Take the night off. We'll kind of relax. Watch a few pitches at the plate. Pitchers, go do your thing. Throw a shutout, and we'll get Joel to come around and score twice. He'll still come back.
We're set.
That's it. We'll see you in the morning.
That's our game plan. Well,
that was it. That's what it felt like. But for Joel Booker, it was fun to hear his perspective about how he does things on the base pass. He loves swiping backs, but the thing that was awesome to hear was that just my presence over there, I don't even have to swipe it back. I can get thrown out, but it changes how they pitch to the next guy.
Sure.
And whoever's behind them tonight with Darnell Sweeney, that makes a tremendous difference.
Sure.
Yeah, I really loved hearing that. But great game, quickest one of the year. Just like Joel Booker, quickest guy on the field, Quickest game of the
2:34. We'll do it again tomorrow morning. We'll see you in about 12 and a half hours, sir.
Let's do it.
That's Jackson Webb right there. Out of town board brought to you by Swope Health. Quick timeout. Postgame rolls along from here at Legends Field in Kansas City on the Kansas City Monarchs Broadcast Network.
You need anything else, boss?
What's that?
You need anything else?
No, you guys get out of here.
I put the mic in there and then recorders right here.
I haven't seen anything with stories and photos yet, but that's the only thing I'm.
This is Nick Moser from Kansas City Monarchs. Don't miss a minute of the action all season long on the Monarchs Broadcast Network.
Monarchs are winners by a score of 2-0. Let's check the numbers behind the numbers in this one this evening, rather. 24-11 for Kansas City now, and the Monarchs at night are now 20-8. A series middle, the Monarchs are 5-5. Kansas City scoring first, now 12-4. Two-run ball game, now 5-3 in two-run games. We're out hit tonight. The Monarchs were 0-7 when being out hit, but the first time this year, the Monarchs have won a game and being out hit 1-7. Kansas City also scoring 2 runs tonight. It's the first time the Monarchs have won scoring 0-3. How about that? So 1-7 in that department. Monarchs also shut out the Explorers. Second time this year the Monarchs have done that. Monarchs are now 14-4 and allowing 0-3 runs. Flip the back page. No miscues tonight. Kansas City off 13-1 with no errors. Monarchs are leading after 6, 7-8, 19-1, 22-1, and 23-0. Kansas City also no home runs, now 3-5 in that department, and we're those alternate KCs 14-5. Monarchs are winners 2-0. Back a final time next to get you set for tomorrow, the final game of the series in the Kansas City Monarchs postgame, right here on the Monarchs Broadcast Network. Now, final time, the Monarchs are winners 2-0 and turn their attention to tomorrow for game number 3, the final game of the series. A special start time tomorrow. It's the Kids Camp Day game. That game begins at 11 a.m. We'll be on the air at 10:30 tomorrow. Both Mixo are on AA Baseball TV tomorrow. Pitching principals tomorrow will be Tom Wendell, a left-hander, facing Nick Belzer. Wendell was the guy we thought we would see last week over there, but I told you we were leaving Chicago. We thought that's who we'd see, but we actually will see him tomorrow. So that'll be the matchup tomorrow from here at Legends Field in Kansas City. So a good news night tonight. That it's been sort of the last 2 nights. You had a comeback win last night. Tonight you had a nip and tuck win as well. And you just one of those things you see in this club winning different ways, and that's pretty impressive for the Kansas City Monarchs. A lot of thank yous for the crew. Of course, Jackson Webb for joining us on our broadcast as well. Also, Connor Ryan, the voice of the Explorers. Appreciate his support in our broadcast. Morgan Kalind and her crew in the promotions department. My crew with Caleb, Caitlin, Adam, already mentioned Jackson and Gabriel. Great work. Also, our crew down the hallway in production, the work of Dave and Kevin and that whole bunch down there. John Dotteridge, our official scorer, and also Nate Herron, our PA announcer. John Ellis, our official photographer. Appreciate his help in our calls as well, and our media as well. Also, big thanks to the Monarchs family Mark Brandmeier, Mark McKee, and Jay Hendricks, who believe in our broadcast and support what we're doing here in Kansas City. A big tip of the cap to them, the entire Monarchs family, for the support here. Also, our friends at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum there in Kansas City. And a big thanks to W40 for helping us on our broadcast as well. And a big thanks to you folks listening to us worldwide here in the ballpark or around the globe. The reason I believe we're the best, because you're the best, the fans of the Kansas City Monarchs. And I say it every time. Let's be better fans tomorrow than we were today. Let's show more love tomorrow than we did today going forward in 2022. Good news, totals look like this tonight for the Monarchs in the win. It was 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Monarchs left on 8. Explorers, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left on 8 tonight. As the winning pitcher was Matt Hartman. He's now 1-2. Patrick Leday, hard luck loss at 2-1. The save from McGrain, his 6th of the year. On the clock, 2:34, and a crowd of 1,278 saw this one. Again, Dan Vaughn telling a final time. Good news on a Wednesday. Monarchs 2, Sioux City nothing. Good night, Monty.
What people have instead. Where's the mic? Where's the mic?
Which mic?
Goes with this.
It's Jackson put it over there in the drawer, I think. He's put it around somewhere. It's under somewhere.